Hello, brothers. What's going on, brothers, man? It's your dude, International Passport. I'm here again for yet another classic episode on this incredible channel. This channel has been made incredible by brothers like Tayshawn Jones and brothers in the live stream chat. Thank you for your contributions over the years. Old subscribers, thank you. New subscribers, thank you for the support. Welcome aboard the International Passport movement. First and foremost, brothers, hit the like button. You know what it is. Support the channel. Comment as well. I'm a bit upset that I've not got a lot of comments in my recent two videos regarding the elder that came on my channel and the one I did yesterday about the nightlife in Miami to make money for brothers. So please go back and watch those videos and hit the like button and comments. It's very important that you comment for the YouTube algorithm. Of course, brothers, please support the channel for the Cash App and the Super Chat. In this episode, I have a very special guest here, Mr. Tayshawn Jones, who has agreed to come on my channel to speak about his plans to move to Colombia and do remote work. This is going to be a classic, brothers. We're going to be here for a couple hours. The brother will be breaking down mad game regarding remote working, software engineering, Colombia, Colombian women, culture. I'm looking forward to it. So without any further ado, Tayshawn Jones, can you please introduce yourself to the audience and what you do, who you are, and we'll go from there afterwards, brother.
All right, will do. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? My name is Tayshawn Jones. I'm a career software developer. Been developing software for about close to 10 years now. Something that I fell in love with as a teenager, decided to, make that my profession. And it's been one of the best decisions that I've ever made. So as IP stated, it's been able to afford me a lifestyle of being able to work remotely. I've been working remotely probably for maybe the last 5 years or so. So I have a lot of game and strategy on how to do that. And this was like way before COVID. So right now it's a lot easier for a lot of you brothers that are looking to get on, especially like in the IT field with aspirations of doing remote work.
Thank you, brother. Great introduction. So let's get straight into the stream, bro. Your background is obviously software engineering. Has that always been your career, brother, or did you transfer from a different career into software engineering, brother?
So that is a great question. Actually, it wasn't the start of my career. When I was a little bit younger, went through some phases of trying to live that street life, kind of getting caught up in my environment and where I grew up, but was able to turn that around, kind of get my head on straight. But before software development, I was welding. So I went to Tulsa Welding School here in Jacksonville, Florida is where I'm located for those of you who don't know. And I did welding for about a year before I said, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm going back to school. Let's switch it up and do something different. So made the sacrifice, did school for about 5 years before I got out and finally started my career. Here we are.
I'm happy to hear that, brother. I know personally that we've spoken, you're doing very well in your career. I'm happy that you made the right choice in your career. You're living a good life. I love seeing brothers make that money, have a huge smile on their face. Yeah, for a woman, that's the life, man. I want to see brothers happy. So great answer to my question, brother. In your role of software engineering, it's obviously you can also do like remote working. You said in the past 5 years you've been working remotely. I know you're currently in America. How's that been as an experience for you, bro? Do you enjoy working remotely, or do you miss the human connection in the office? Speak on that, bro.
Not one bit. not a single iota. Like the first time that I got a taste of it, I was like young in my career. So back then I was still like living the party lifestyle. I was down in Tampa, Florida for a few years. And I'll just be honest, like Tampa is like the strip club capital of Florida. It might be at a state out of any place not named Vegas. I don't know. So like, my younger days, man, I was wilding out, and I was one of those consultants consistently coming in the office hungover. And I think my boss was like, hey, man, if it's going to be like that, just work from home. If you're going to be hungover, don't even come in the office. Just take your laptop, work from home, get your work done. So honestly, I took advantage of it, and I kind of developed a workflow and figured out a rhythm that enabled me to not only work from home but be productive while doing so. So then it went from that to noticing like, man, I don't have to get up an hour early for work anymore. I can really just like roll out of the bed and go and go straight to my desk and get it popping, you know. So when I noticed how much time that I was saving, not having to do like the commuting back and forth, the money that I was saving, not having to spend that gas money, being frustrated in traffic. You know, when you think about it, life is short. You only have but so much time. And I try to think about the beginning. I try to think about the end, you know, first. I always keep the end in mind. And when you think about that, if you've only got 80 years of life, theoretically, right? Let's say,
Mm.
who wants to spend 40 or 50 of it doing what I'm doing, sitting in front of a computer? Now, don't get me wrong. It's a great lifestyle. It's good money. But at the end of the day, I need to switch it up and be able to make this passively and stop trading my time for money. So
Mm.
that's the next evolution in my career.
I love hearing that, bro. That's a great analogy there. You know, brothers, you only have one life, man. So think about what you really want to do. Again, get out there, start making moves, chase your dreams. Wonderful, brother. In terms of software engineering, what kind of languages do you know, brother? Are you front end? Are you back end? Are you more of a web developer guy? Speak on that, brother.
So more of a full stack developer. I can do front end and back end. So that means HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Although to be quite honest, I prefer to really stay away from HTML and CSS. So more of a front end developer, more so than the designer. So you'll hear those terms interchangeably a lot, but there are some distinct differences. And the designers are the people that are typically more so on the graphic side of things. They're using a lot of Photoshop. They're taking wireframes and things that they receive from the stakeholders of the business to say this is what we want the page to look like, and they'll take those pictures and bring them to life into real living, breathing HTML and CSS. Typically from there, I'm the person that codifies that and makes sure that the application is doing the fancy stuff that a lot of people typically don't think about. So when you go to Facebook on your web browser, you see a website. A lot of people just think it's a lot of pictures and colors. But when you think about it, what happens when you put in your email address and password and hit the login button, right?
Mm.
You know, after 3 tries, something's got to log you out or lock you out, I should say, and send you an email to say, hey, you need to reset your password. How does that process work behind the scenes? So that's more so like what I do is make web applications more so than like websites. It's not just a brochure informational thing. It actually has like a lot of meat and potatoes behind the scenes. So
Oh, brother, you're a very smart brother, man. Damn. Shout out to brother Tayshoon Jones. Oh, I see. That makes sense. When you fail your password attempts multiple times, you get that email. You're behind that process, APIs, I'm guessing that's
correct.
involved. Yeah, that's great, bro.
Yep.
Brothers, I don't know what's going on with the likes, but can we please get the likes up, please? How are over 30 people watching, but only 21 likes? Well, again, the lack of support here is really getting on my nerves. I've got the brother here taking his time out, giving you game regarding software engineering, how you can make a living off it, and remote working content you won't find anywhere else. So can you please support the channel? Likes are free, comments are free. So why on earth are you not doing that? I don't know what's going on recently. Please, brothers, I'm asking you, support this movement. Damn, is that hard to ask? Jeez. And can someone please take some timestamps of this video, please, of this live stream? Put one in the chat if you're able to take timestamps, please, of everything we discuss, so brothers can watch in the future and skip to certain topics in this live stream. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you, brothers. So Tayshin Jones, what kind of languages do you use in your day-to-day role?
So mainly .NET. I'm a Windows developer. I kind of fell into that, and there's a long story and how I think when I was here in Jacksonville, they had a college prep middle school, believe it or not, by the name of James Weldon Johnson. So I was fortunate enough to be able to attend that school when I was younger. And they had a computer programming elective course that I took, I think in the 7th grade. And I don't know, man, something clicked in that class. I got really good at it. The teacher noticed, pulled me to the side and kind of gave me something to be able to go home and practice the programming with. Like, you know, good at this, don't lose this skill. So I was the guy at home trying to make my own Final Fantasy game. I'm like 13 years old. There's no pictures. It's all text, but it worked. And I proved to myself like, hey, man, you're good at this. So I think that's what gave me the idea later on when I enrolled in college and I was trying to figure out like, you know, what do I want my major to be? I was able to kind of navigate into that. But the reason that that's relevant is the language that I learned in that classroom was Quick Basic. And Quick Basic was the precursor to Visual Basic, which was the precursor to ASP and ASP.NET, which is, you know, what I program in. So literally, I've been working in the same syntax for close to like 20 years at this point, even though all of it hasn't been professionally. So yeah, mostly .NET. I do some database stuff with SQL, of course. You kind of have to if you're full stack, as well as like a lot of JavaScript front-end technologies as well. So.
Oh, thanks for that, brother. Great breakdown into your software engineering role. I want to ask a couple more questions regarding that space before we move on to Colombia. How are your hours like, brother? Are you working a typical 9 to 5, or are you working long hours, brother, in your current role? Speak on that, bro.
So really, it depends. So I'm a consultant, and what happens as a consultant is you work for this company where these other organizations will come in and say, hey, we need somebody to help build this web application for us, and they may not have the expertise in-house to do so. Basically, I got certified in something called Sitecore, which is a content management system, very similar to like a WordPress or a Wix.com for any of you who've heard of that, where you can like drag and drop stuff to create web pages. Is basically a corporate version of that with expensive licensing fees. And in order to develop on that platform, you have to become certified. So I did that really early in my career. And it paid dividends because Sitecore developers at the time were extremely in demand to the point where I think I was able to like triple my salary within about 5 years, because it was just that in demand. It was so in demand, as a matter of fact, 5 years ago, pre-COVID, when everybody had to be in the office. Most of the companies that were using Sitecore were based out of the Northeast. A lot of Boston, a lot of New York, a lot of California as well on the West Coast, and a lot of the Midwest. And so they couldn't find developers, and they were just like, listen, at this point, we don't care where they are. We'll mail you a laptop. And, you know, that's how I got my foray into the remote work.
Fantastic, brother. Let me read a couple of super chats, bro. Shout out to Joshua Epps for the $4.99 super. IP, don't sleep. Let's get this knowledge. Hey, thanks for that. But was I sleeping? What? I don't know. I ain't sleeping, bro. I'm wide awake, bro, to get this info. Shout out to Joshua Epps. That's a brother right there. Shout out to Nate Zemwe for the $2 super chat. Conversation I've been waiting for. Thanks, brother. Yeah, man, this is going to be a classic, I tell you, brothers. Please, brothers, Cash App, super chats to support the channel. If you have any questions, also hit the Cash App and super chats as well. So going on to my next question, brother. I want to touch upon Colombia. So when did you first go to Colombia, brother?
Oh man. So I was randomly scrolling IG one day, just going through random stories, and I saw this girl make a post like, oh, it's a trip to Cartagena and Colombia. And it was only like $650. It was stupid cheap. And I'm like, oh, that can't be real. So I got in contact with her. She was like, no, it's real. My friend is starting a travel company, and this is her first trip. That's the price. If you're interested, you should probably get at her. So I'm like, all right, cool. The name of that group, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and shout them out. It's called the Melanin Travel Experience, MTE. You can find them on Facebook. It is I want to say it's an open group. But yeah, basically it's a group of a bunch of Black people, because, you know, in our community, just like what the purpose of this channel is to get more of us traveling. A lot of us don't. A lot of us don't even have passports, and a lot more of us don't feel comfortable traveling on our own, especially the first time. So it's a really good way for you to get that travel itch, you know, out of your system and do so in a way where you're comfortable with like another group of people. So we ended up going to Cartagena. There was a group of about 10 of us. I think I was like one of only 2 guys in the group.
Which is great.
Yeah. That's another story. But yeah, so that was a blast. And man, when we got to Cartagena, it changed my life. I think we spent about 4 days there. We were like right in El Centro, right downtown in the middle of everything. And I had the time of my life. Matter of fact, within like the first few hours, I think the moment that I got a sense of the currency and understood like the conversions in my head, like relatively quickly, I was like, yeah, I'm not coming back. I'm not leaving. I don't even want to get on the plane, to be honest with you. I think after the first day of the trip, I was telling everybody in the group, like, listen, I'm coming back to live here. They're like, oh, stop playing. I'm like, no, I'm dead serious. I'm going back and I'm packing up a bag and I'm coming back. So the trip was life changing, so much so that since I've gotten back from Cartagena, outside of working, every other moment has been spent preparing to go back.
Wow. So you are going to be moving to Cartagena, am I correct, bro? Medellin.
No, so actually, the plan was to move to one of those 2 cities that you just named, but along the trip, I ended up meeting some friends, and they kind of pointed out Santa Marta to me, and I had never heard of the city before, and never even been. So yes, surprise, surprise, I'm just going to pop up in the city I've never been to, and I'm going to live there. That's what's about to happen. But I've looked it up. I've done plenty of research, and I would say it's probably one of the most slept on destinations in the whole country. It's not very touristy. Not a lot of people know about it. And that was the biggest motivation for me, is to get out there and get like a real local experience, you know.
Fantastic, bro. So do you rent or own your property in America?
Oh, I'm renting right now. So that was another big motivating factor. I was thinking about buying a house. I don't know, you know, how much you know about it, but the housing market over here right now is crazy. So I was like, you know what, I'll probably wait it out 6 months to a year, because I wanted to buy around January. But when I seen the way the housing market was going, it's like, you know what, let's just wait it out. And so my lease is up in December. I just felt like that was the perfect time to split. I have nothing here holding me back. I try to live a debt-free lifestyle, so I don't have any debt here. I don't even have a car note. You know what I'm saying? So it's real easy for me to just pick up and go. No kids, no wife, it's nothing tying me down.
Fantastic, bro. And moving to Colombia, how are you going to transport all your belongings from your place to Colombia? Do you simply have like one suitcase, or will you use like a carrier company to move your stuff there?
Yeah, that guy over there in the corner. Yeah, I stay ready, man. No, I so I think I'll probably have maybe 2 or 3 suitcases full of stuff, mostly clothes and like random electronics. I definitely plan on doing a lot of photography, getting a lot of drone footage out there, and of course my laptops and stuff for work. So probably have 1 suitcase with just electronic stuff and a few clothes, man. I'm actually downsizing, getting rid of a lot of this stuff in my apartment. I have no need for it, and just be a nomad for the next few years.
Oh, that's what's up, brother. Shout out to Joshua Epps for the $199 super chat. This intel is fire. IP is a blessing. Shout out to Ty. Thank you, bro, for the super chat, bro. Shout out to Ty Shun for taking the time out to do the stream. Brothers, hit the cash app with the super chat to support the channel. Much appreciated, Joshua Epps. So, going on to my next question, brother. I want to speak about how you're going to manage living in Colombia and remote working in America, you know, in terms of time difference, in terms of internet connection. Have you thought about that, bro? Have you researched that?
I have. So luckily, I really don't need super strong internet because I'm not downloading anything too crazy. I think the only time that I think I will experience any issues is with the upload speeds. Upload speeds over there just aren't the same as America, but I have seen properties because I'm looking for a lease right now where some of them are advertising like, hey, we got fiber optic connections. So I've seen definitely some places, depending on where you go, you can get some faster connections. And in terms of time zone difference, it's only an hour difference. I think they're on Central Standard Time. I'm very used to that. I actually used to work for PricewaterhouseCoopers, really big accounting firm here in the States. Actually, they're global, so they're a little bit everywhere. But working for them, I want to say the main office was in Dallas, but I was working out of Tampa remotely. But the rest of my team was on a different time zone. So that's something that I'm really used to. I'm used to managing teams because, like, I'm more of a lead engineer where I'm giving direction to juniors, giving direction to the project in general at this point. And a lot of the times those teams are in Russia, they're in India. So, I mean, I deal with some crazy time zone differences.
Fantastic. Love hearing brothers making, being leaders, man. I love hearing that, man. So next question for you, bro, is have you sorted out your property to move into in Santa Marta? Have you put on a deposit and everything? Have you done all that, bro? Or are you still searching for property?
I have not because I'm such a so anal about stuff sometimes. So I think for me personally, I just want to just pay the whole lease off before I even show up. So that's the goal. I think within the next 2 weeks, I'll probably be signing that lease. It's really just been me doing a lot of research, talking to my friends that are still located in Santa Marta, living there locally, and getting the intel on, like, what areas I should be considering. So yeah, I got it all lined up, and I'll give you guys some real game. All right. So when I was in Cartagena, I kept joking. I'm like, I want to move here. How do you find a place? And the girl who organized the trip was like, hey, you see these signs that say arriendo? I was like, yeah, what does that mean? She was like, for rent. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. So if you see one of these signs, you can literally just call. Usually they'll come the same day, show you the property, and you can sign a lease that day. Of course, you can sign a lease with your American passport. And I want to say that you can't, the minimum lease term is 30 days. So a lot of people kind of assume that the only way that they can make it is Airbnb. But honestly, there are other options. And I would suggest for anybody that's going, especially if you're going to go long term, if it's just a week or two, maybe not. But long term, like more than 30 days, I would highly suggest signing a lease with an apartment for just a month. They have a lot of apartments that I see that are already furnished. You don't have to worry about that. Some of them have the utilities included, and they are really cheap. So, and the real game also is me being the software developer that I am. I'm like, hey, they don't have like a Zillow over here. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't, your boy need to get on that and start trying to make it. But then I actually did come across a site, and I will give you the information, and maybe you could put it in the description of the channel later for anybody who's interested. But this is kind of like Colombian Zillow, and they have properties listed. I've seen them in Barranquilla, Santa Marta, Cartagena, Medellin. So pretty much all of the popular cities, you'll be able to find some stuff on there. But even if not, like I said, you could go there for like, I would get a hotel for a week and just walk around and keep your eyes open.
Fantastic, brother. And how was the whole communication reaching out to a real estate agent to get a property down or looking around property? Was it through email? Was it through phone calls? Was it through LinkedIn? How did you actually first initiate communication with someone that's helping you find that property there, brother?
Great question. So basically, you have the option of doing all of those things. You can either call them, they have like WhatsApp information on there. You can reach out via email. But see, this is the trick. And I should know this as a software developer, but you know how like you go to a website and they'll have these minimum requirements for you to be able to enter something into a form field. So for example, if it's an email address, they're going to make sure that you have the @ symbol somewhere in there or they won't accept it, right? Um, Basically they ask for your phone number as part of the form when you want to reach out to talk to somebody about a property. So I put my phone number in there and it kept rejecting it. And I'm like, what is going on? I know this is the right phone number. Then it clicked like, oh, dummy, you need a Colombian phone number. It's not enough digits. So you can't really get a Colombian number unless you're boots on the ground. You can walk into a cell phone store with your passport and get like a Colombian SIM card for your phone, no problem, which is what I plan on doing. But I needed to get another phone that actually has service in Colombia that still has my American number. So what I did was I figured out a little hack, which you can do is they have VoIP, voice over internet protocol. For those of you who don't know, it's no different than like Google Chat or some of these other uh, applications. But in general, what it does is it gives you like a virtual phone number, and you can actually get like a Colombian phone number with the correct country code. And anybody that dials that phone number, it will get forwarded to a number of your choosing. So that was a way for me to just like get a Colombian number to be able to communicate with these folks, to be able to sign this lease before I go.
Brother, thank you so much for that incredible game. I hope brothers are taking notes here, man. This is what you definitely need to start initiating conversations to move to Colombia. Thank you so much, Tyshun. Who is taking timestamps for this live stream? Can you press the one in the chat if you're taking timestamps? I would really appreciate if someone just takes down timestamps for this live stream. It's very important that you do. Thanks again, Tyshun. Let me read a couple super chats, brother. Shout out to Mr. Conrad Grant for the $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated, bro. He says, good evening, IP and brother Tyshun. This intel is fire. I look forward to putting what I learned into action on this stream. Sending blessings your way. Thank you, Conrad Grant. Sending blessings your way too. Hope all is well with your property in Costa Rica. Hope you keep it well and safe. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Mr. David Ampofo for the $10 Canadian super chat. Thanks for setting up this amazing episode, IP. How can Mr. Jones be reached? LinkedIn. Go on, brother. How can people reach you, bro, if needed?
Yeah, LinkedIn is a good one. If you're in the Facebook group for this channel, that's a great way of getting in contact with me there. As a matter of fact, I had a brother already reach out to me. I didn't even get a chance to tell you, but I'm in contact with one of the brothers in the group who has ambitions of doing the same thing and is in the tech field. And we had a great discussion, man. We chopped it up for a few hours actually, where we're talking about linking up in Brazil in a few months. So. Yeah, I would definitely appreciate the you reaching out, and I'm always looking to expand my network. So anybody that has questions, I'm definitely willing to answer those for you.
Thanks for doing that, Tishun. Brothers, see the work that I'm putting in for you, brothers, man. Tishun, see the work that I'm putting in for you, brothers. If this channel did not exist, how would brothers be reaching out to Tishun and having that hours conversation regarding moving to Colombia? See what I do, brothers. The hours I put in, the people I reach out to. It's not easy, brother. I do this all for you, brothers. So that's why I need your support. That's why I say hit the like button, comment, cash app, super chat. I would greatly appreciate it, man. You see how we can all connect with each other and help each other out. We can all network. This is what other groups of people do. You know, the old boys club that people talk about all the time. That's what they do. All this golf playing, tennis, they all intermingle and they'll help each other out. Go here, do this, buy that stock, buy that crypto. Because they have small groups, and that's what the Facebook group is about. The Facebook group is an amazing thing that I came up with that is helping out a lot of brothers. You're able to reach out to Theo, Tony Berry, Tyshun, Jay Bones, high value males who help each other out, who give you great advice. So, brothers, and just support me, man. Support what I'm doing. Thank you, Tyshun. I love hearing that, man. Shout out to Mr. Theo WAF. Yo, Theo, where you been at, bro? Where you been at? You know who Theo is, Tyshun.
I don't actually.
Theo is a legend, man. He's very knowledgeable in Japan, Eastern Europe, certain parts of South America. He's a legend, man. Shout out to you, Theo. Where you been at, brother? Thank you for the $25 super chat. He says, excellent intel. I might have to visit Colombia again. Whoa, you've been to Colombia and you didn't tell me, brother? What's going on, bro? Can we set up a stream regarding how a woman treated you in Colombia, Theo? You didn't tell me about that. Shout out to Theo, man. Shout out to Volcanus for the $5 super chat. Salute IP and special guest Mr. Jones. Salute to the chat. Salute to you too, Volcanus. How you doing, bro? Thanks for supporting yet again. Sending blessings, health, and riches your way, bro, for always supporting this channel. Thank you, brother. Shout out to East Coast Kev for the $5 super chat. Brother IP, stay strong, brother. East Coast Kev checking in, sir. Thank you, brother. I am staying strong, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate the kind words, bro. Stay strong too. Look after your health and get that money, bro. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Volcanus again for supporting the channel. For the $5 super chat. IP always doing the work when no one's looking and bringing us the exclusives. Salute again, IP. Salute to you too, Volcanus. Thank you, bro, for supporting. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Kevin Mayfield for the $20 super chat. Appreciate you, IP. Appreciate you too, Kevin, for supporting the channel. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated. Brother, send through the cash apps, the super chats. It will be greatly appreciated. So carrying on with the stream, I want to speak about what visa you got to Colombia. Is it a holiday visa, working visa? What kind of visa do you have to get at first, bro?
So really you can be in Colombia visa free on basically just like a tourist visa for up to 90 days on an American passport. I'm not sure how it works for other passports, but at least for America, that's how it is. And then you can extend that for an additional 90 days. So technically you can be in Colombia on just a tourist for 6 out of 12 months of the year.
Okay. So right now you're going to be there for 3 months, and I'm guessing when that 3 months is up, go to the Colombian passport office to extend your visa for 3 more months.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, this is a 6-month stay. They just don't know it yet. Without a doubt, I'm not leaving. And as a matter of fact, I'm considering, because I'm brushing up on my Spanish, which we will get to that shortly. But I have very good reasons for learning Spanish, but I'm picking it up pretty much every day, having conversations with friends that I made over there. But most importantly, I considered taking like a Spanish class at the university there, which I think would be a great way of making connections with other people that might not be like native Spanish speakers. And hey, it's a college campus,
That's the brother. I love how you think, bro. I'm going to go on to women as well when you first went to Colombia. Shout out to Cheryl D for the $499 super chat. Great stream so far, IP. Keep up the good work. Thank you for the kind words, brother. Much appreciated, bro. Hope you're well. Sending blessings, health, and wealth your way, bro. So Taishun, thank you for clarifying.
Taishan, like what? SHAWN, kind of like that's how it's pronounced. But I know it's spelled crazy, but yeah.
Sorry, brother. Taishan, right? Taishan. All right, Taishan, thank you for the advice so far regarding the visa. The woman. Can I call you Ty? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool. And the reason that I brought up the Spanish thing was because if you take a class at the university, you can get a student visa, which I think enables you to stay for up to like 2 years.
Oh, brother, damn.
Yeah, just sign up for a Spanish class, stay for 2 years. Can't beat it.
That's what's up, bro. So you've got your visa in place, your property hopefully in place. Have you thought about logistics? Traveling. Do you need to buy a car? Will you be relying on Uber or public transport? Colombia is a third world country, and how are you going to be moving around, brother?
So when I was there, it was like really easy to get taxis, really easy to get moto taxis, if you want to get around, and it's extremely cheap. So I'm really just planning on staying close to downtown Santa Marta, in the city center, so that I can have access to like easy taxis back and forth. So that's definitely the plan there. I'm not buying a vehicle.
Okay, so it'll be mostly taxis, but definitely not public transport, just taxis.
Yeah, yeah. And I might do it just for like the experience because, if you want to travel between cities, like let's say I wanted to go to Barranquilla, which like neighbors, in neighbors, there's like a bridge you have to go over, I think, to get into it from Santa Marta. You could take like these buses that are really cheap, but it's going to take you a while to get there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's air conditioned all the time. Might not be the most comfortable, but I might do it once just for the local experience. But I know I'm going to be working hard. I actually have two jobs when I go over there. I'm going to be working hard and playing harder. So Monday through Friday is heads down, busting it. But on weekends, you might see me flying out to Brazil, flying out to, you know, different countries in South America, really living it up on weekends.
That's what's up, bro. We'll be in touch definitely while you're in South America. I'll be getting you on my channel a lot to document your experiences there, bro. Can I speak about how what's it called? What was I going to say? So, in terms of you working in Colombia, what's the
Mhm.
time difference between? Because you're in Miami right now, bro, isn't it? You said you're in Miami.
Well, Jacksonville, so it's basically Eastern Standard Time. And I want to say where I'll be in Colombia will be Central Standard Time. So it'll literally just be an hour ahead, like
Okay.
1 hour ahead. Yeah.
All right. So that fits with your work schedule. That's great, brother.
Yep.
Um, Again, so you'll be working your normal job. Would there be any side hustles you'd be working on in Colombia that you've seen? Okay, there's a market there in Colombia, or will you get a second job in Colombia, or is your current job enough? Speak on that, bro.
I am so glad you asked that question because here's the real game on this channel. Um, and hopefully I don't even get in trouble for saying this. I've already cleared this with my boss and spoke to him about it and said, hey, is it okay if I work like a job on the side? Oh, yeah, as long as it's not like a potential client or somebody where you're like stealing business away from us and it doesn't interfere with your ability to do your job. We don't really care. I was like, oh, say less. So there have been times where they have me on the bench as a consultant, meaning like you still work for the company, you're still salary, you're still getting paid, but they don't have like a current project assigned to you. So you're literally getting paid to do nothing. Like it's you some self study, try to find some stuff to like learn, but honestly, you just kind of sitting around twiddling your thumbs, waiting for them to find you something to do. So I got so bored. I had just started the job, and it took them like 2 months to get me a project. I think within the first 30 days, I was like, man, I'm going crazy, and I went and got another job like on the side. So you'll see me sitting at my desk, two laptops open, getting it. And what I was doing was I would work between 3 and 11 a.m. for my side job. You know what I'm saying? Because usually we'll have our morning meetings between 8 and 11. And after those meetings, nobody's really bothering me for the rest of the day. I have my assignments. I just kind of get my work done. And we're on this 2 week sprint schedule where we're cranking out like a set of features every 2 weeks. So at the beginning of that sprint, when it starts, they give me my workload. I know what I need to do. I got 2 weeks to do it. Nobody's really bothering me. And then you have like a meeting every morning where you're checking in to talk about the progress. If you need help with somebody to fix that, that's kind of like how we work. So I'll give y'all the game. I had a full-time salary job, been employed, gainfully employed all year, never had any lapses with the pandemic or anything like that. But I picked up a side job between February and July where I was charging a client $80 an hour and it was full time, like on top of my regular job. So, I'm not going to get into like numbers like on this channel. If you want to really, really know, we can chop it up in private. But yeah, I could just tell you like it's really profitable. When you get into that remote space, it enables you to kind of like be able to really double dip. So with my schedule, I'll typically wake up, like I said, at around 3 or 4 a.m., try to get to the gym, and then I'm probably back at my desk working by 5. By noon, I finished up one job, and then from 12 to 7, I'm working the other one. You know what I'm saying? So it's a grueling schedule, but it allows me to still have my weekends and still be able to get out and have some fun and have a life.
Yo, I love hearing that, brother. This is fantastic, brothers. This is great intel from the brother here. Shout out to I got a cash app real quick. Thank you, bro, for the cash app. Shout out to Mr. Jalil Davis. How you doing, brother? For the £14.57 cash app. Thank you, bro. First cash app of the evening. Thank you, bro, for supporting. He said, gotta watch later, but showing some love, G. Thank you, bro, for supporting. I appreciate that, brother. It means a lot to me, man. The hard work over the past 5 years I've been on this movement. 5 years. Thank you, bro. It means a lot to me, bro. Thank you, Jalil Davis. Um, Going on to my next question, brother, and that's the woman now. But actually, before we do that, bro, do you want to speak about you learning Spanish, or are you okay there? I think you want to touch upon learning Spanish and how you're doing things.
So honestly, um, the friends that I connected with in Cartagena when I took the trip, I ended up following them all on Instagram. And I'm posting stories all the time. That's kind of like what I do, and they do the same. And I was noticing like they're responding to everything I post. Like I'll post a story and I get a reaction, so I'll use that as an excuse to kind of continue or carry on a conversation. And most of it is in Spanish. So I'm trying to have these conversations in Spanish, and every day it's like I got to go Google something to figure out what they're trying to say, and then after a while, it's like, my vocabulary is expanding very rapidly, but you can't help but notice, like in a conversation, if somebody says a word to you that you don't know, it forces you to go look it up. And once you do that, you kind of commit it to memory. So I think the conversational Spanish is what's making me kind of like expand that vocabulary and learn a lot faster than just like the apps. But I do use the apps as well. I'm using Duolingo right now. I was using Rosetta Stone, but I kind of like Duolingo better.
Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. J Bones for the $2 super chat. What's up, J Bones? I always say visit colleges/museums, best woman. Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're going to break it down right now regarding the woman. So your first trip to Colombia, speak about how great the women are you met in Cartagena, bro. Speak about how it changed your life. Speak about how you could never go back to American woman after experiencing a beautiful Colombian woman. Break it all down for us, brother.
I know I might get in trouble because they might be watching this stream, where they might watch it later. Who knows? But I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all because it's a men's channel. So what happened is on this group trip, the woman who organized it says, "Hey, I have a friend that I met over here who is a photographer, and he might want to take some pictures a la carte for you guys if anyone's interested." And we had a particular excursion that was booked where we were on a boat, and that's the picture that I posted in the group that you guys all some of you guys saw. So she invited him on the boat to take pictures of us a la carte, but nobody was like buying because most people had their phones, I guess. But she was like, "Hey, I think he's bringing his girlfriend because she's a model and she probably just wants pictures on the boat." I was like, "All right, a model, that's some eye candy. All right, cool. Let's rock it." Then she says, "Oh, and by the way, I think she has some friends that are coming along." So my face light up. I'm like, "Yo, she got friends? What's up?" And everybody's laughing, and I'm like kind of being the a-hole at this point because it's like me and like all these other women, and they're like, "Really, bro? Like all of us in this group, and you just only care about these Spanish women, huh?" I'm like, "Hey, it is what it is." So basically, we were out partying in Cartagena till maybe about 2 or 3 in the morning the night before we go out on this boat ride. And they flew in from Santa Marta, I believe. So they come out to party with us to introduce themselves to make sure it's going to be a nice vibe the next morning. He comes upstairs. "Hey, what's going on?" I don't say my name. I don't introduce myself. "Yo, what's up with them friends?" so he looked at me and just bust out laughing. He's like, "Man, you want to meet him? Come on." So we walk outside. We go to this club across the street. And he was like, "Yeah, my girl and her friends are already over there. They got a table set up already." So I'm like, "All right, bet." Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I'm walking in, I don't know what to expect. But I go inside the club. It's a good vibe. Everybody's having a great time and just dancing, and it's just real good vibes. And out of the blue, I see like the finest woman I have ever seen in my life, just like walking right towards me. I'm like, yo, this can't be real. Who is this? Who is this? And so he was like, hey, yo, here come my girlfriend right now. I'm like, oh. And so immediately it clicked. I'm like, yo, buddy is winning. You hear me? He is winning. And so we're walking over to the table. Matter of fact, as she's walking up to me, I stick my hand out to give her a handshake because I'm just stuck. I don't know if she speaks English. I don't know what to say. So I just do the American thing, like, you know, here's a handshake. And she moves, she pushed my hand out the way. She said, oh no, we don't do that here. She gave me a hug, kissed me on the cheek. She was like, welcome to Colombia. So I'm just like real stuck at this point. I'm like, they really that friendly like that? I mean, so I look over in the corner and I see her friends. And one of them is just drop dead gorgeous, bro. Like I'm stuck. I'm real stuck. So I turn around immediately and look at homeboy. I'm like, yo, she speak English? The one over here, that's my first question every time, right? Yo, she speak English? So he was like, nah, bro, she don't speak no English. I'm like, damn. So I was like, I got to figure this out. I go in the corner and I Google like, yo, how do you say you're beautiful in Spanish? So I get my little translate game on and I go tell her like, hey, you're very beautiful. She starts visibly blushing. She grabs my hand, walks me over to the table, pours both of us a shot of some aguardiente, I believe is what it's called. And then we both go back to the dance floor and start dancing together. And then I asked her for a phone number in Spanish and she gave it to me. But when I tell you this girl is like a dime piece, right? So I'm just comparing because I'm like, yo, if this was the States, there's no way this interaction is gonna go like this. She gonna run me through the ringer. She gonna be acting stuck up. She gonna be like, yo, you gotta prove yourself to me. Is from jump, that's kind of like how you feel, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like that at all. It was like a real vibe. And long story short, we had a great time on the boat ride the next day, and I ended up collecting IG information so that when I got back to the States, I kept in contact with everybody, and we still talk like damn near every day. So
damn. Oh, okay, brother. Fantastic. So, in your experience in general, would you say Colombian women are they're worth it? They're worth actually moving to that country. They're worth leaving American women behind and not dealing with them anymore. Is that what you're saying, brother?
hold on, you don't see that bag in the corner, fam? You see that bag? It's ready, bro. It's ready. Listen, man. Listen, it's a completely different ball game over there, and I have this discussion a lot privately with friends. I talk about it a lot on my IG because it's something that I'm real passionate about. Because the dating market sucks, and you're talking to a guy that makes a lot of money. I make really good money, man. I'm 6'7". I'm in shape. You know what I'm saying? No kids, and still. You know, and it's crazy because they tell you to go as a man and work to become the best version of yourself. And as a man, that takes time, right? Like some of us don't get there till our 40s. Most of us is in like our early to mid 30s when we finally feel like we've arrived to some extent. And you do all of that and then stick your head up from all of the hard work you've been doing, look around like, all right, well, where are the dating options? And you like, what was all of this work for? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm running into a situation now with me personally. I still want kids. So women my age I'm 34. You know, women my age are starting to become like, yeah, you know, I want to have kids. So I'm really in that like 25 to 28. Hey, if I'll even go younger than that, it just depends. I've met a lot of chicks in Colombia through Tinder, actually, and a lot of them are around like 21 to 25, and stuff like that. But yes, man, like the experience that I had with them, they are extremely feminine. They are extremely, listen, they are so feminine that it throws you for a loop. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like your first experience, bro, like you're stuck. You're like, Wait. Could you? Okay, listen.
Bro, hold on, bro. I had a stream about that as well a couple of weeks ago, saying how to deal with your first feminine woman. That's exactly what I was talking about. When you get that first feminine woman, you are literally lost without words. You don't know what to do. You're
You
lost.
don't. So it's a situation. For example, let's say you're on a date in America, right? And as a guy, let's say it's Sunday and you're out on a date, and it's football season. Now you know damn well you want to watch the game, but you don't want to neglect shorty. So you're like, all right, maybe let's try to blend the two. You know what I'm saying? They not with that. They're like, this is my time. This is me time. What are we doing that's going to satisfy me? It's all about them. And as a man in the States, we have been conditioned to operate like that. You go over there, it's the exact opposite. Whatever you want to do, they are following your lead. So much so to the point where, like you say, it's uncomfortable. It is literally uncomfortable. You're like, wait, you can't be. Where's the trick? Pinch me. Like, what's going on? This is a lie. You know what I'm saying? But yes, they are extremely feminine. And as a matter of fact, real game, I had a conversation with one of them, and she's a model. And she was like, I made a joke on my Instagram story that said, you know what? I think my wife is going to have a Spanish accent. And she responded and she was like, I think the same. She was like, as a matter of fact, I think that's why you're coming here. I was like, damn, the jig is up. She knows the jig is up. but no, I said, you know what? I won't say that's the actual reason I'm coming there, but I won't lie and act like it's not a motivating factor. And she was like, well, why? What's wrong with the States? And I told her, I was like, hey, I feel like a lot of the women are materialistic. They just that whole stuff, all the stuff we talk about, RP community and all of that good stuff. And she responded with a voice message where she was talking to me in English, telling me like, listen, Latino women, the rumors are true. We're a little crazy. Like, but we're crazy because we crazy about our men. So what she was trying to explain was that stereotype typically comes from the reactions that you'll get if you one of those guys that's trying to play with their emotions or come over there and play around and have a bunch of different women. If you are in a situation where you're a stand-up guy, you come in and you're being loyal to them, you're real, faithful, then you're going to get the most loyal, respectful, feminine version of a woman you can find. And I don't even think it's exclusive to Colombia. I feel like that's South America in general. That's just the culture there.
Damn. My goodness, bro. Oh man. Hey, the stream. Oh, bro. I'm lost. I'm out of words, man. Because I'm looking through the Colombian chicks on IG. Them chicks are top-notch gorgeous.
Bro, the ones that I sent you?
Oh, the one you sent me, bro. I had a dream about her, bro, yesterday.
I understand. I get it.
I'm joking, but bro, man, I was like, damn, like, thing is, right, she's black as well, and you don't find what's so frustrating in the UK is, right, you don't find black chicks like that. I've always said it, but I prefer black women first. I'm a black man, so I prefer black women first. Although I do like Asian women, I like Latina women as well. I like white women, but I'm a black man, so if a feminine black woman comes my way, I'm gonna choose her, right? And
absolutely,
the Colombian chicks out there, the black chicks out there in Colombia, not only are they feminine, they are flipping gorgeous, brother. They're gorgeous, man.
Bro, yeah.
Great bodies, long, real curly hair, not no goddamn weave, not no blonde weave or blue or green wig, real natural hair, curly. And that caramel skin as well. My good.
Listen. I tell people, like, you have to understand the history. Cartagena in particular was a very big part of the transatlantic slave trade. So you had the Spaniards there that were intermingling with the Africans. And that's why you have that mix, that Afro-Latina culture. That's where that word comes from. And that's what it is. And I'm telling you, bro, like, I have by far seen the most beautiful women I have ever seen in my life in that country, bro. Like in the last, I went at the end of August when I was in Cartagena. So this was not that long ago. Since then, I immediately came back and I got this game from, I believe it was your channel. Somebody mentioned Tinder Passport. So I was like, you know what? Let me give this a try. So I jumped on Tinder Passport and I just came back from Colombia. So I was like, you know what? Let me grab all of the pictures that's got me holding like a Colombian beer, you know what I'm saying? Or like in front of a landmark type deal. And I put those as my profile pictures on Tinder and changed my location. And I put in my bio, I'm moving to Santa Marta in December. Bruh,
Damn.
bruh. If I could, so you know, on when you got like the premium Tinder, you can see who likes you. So
Yeah.
really, I don't even be on there swiping all day. Every now and then I open it up just to stay in the queue. But for the most part, I just kind of let them come to me and then and see what's what, bro. Bro,
Damn.
the receipts that I have, I will share with you privately. I mean, this is like Patreon worthy receipts, bro. These girls are fine, like
Damn.
fine. And I'm gonna be real. The city that's got like the baddest ones that nobody talks about is Barranquilla. Like I know everybody goes to Cartagena, I know everybody goes to Medellin, but I don't know what it is about Barranquilla. I don't know. Maybe it's just Tinder. I don't know. But for some reason, like I keep meeting a bunch of bad chicks from that city. And for some reason, the majority of them speak English. So I don't know if it has something to do with like the university located in Barranquilla, whether like English is a major subject there or something like that. But most of the chicks there seem to be like multilingual.
Oh my goodness. Oh, brothers. Shout out to for the brother for dropping mad game. Shout out to Jay Smith for the £2 super chat. A UK brother, what's up, my UK brother? How you doing, man? Salute, keep up the good work, bro. Thank you, brother, for the super chat, brother. Much appreciated, bro. Calling as well, Jay Smith. Love it to a UK brother on this channel. Shout out to my American brother, Mikhail Pace, for the $5 super chat. He says, thanks for coming on, telling us the story. Yes, thank you, Ty, for doing so, brother. It's definitely a motivational factor for not only me, but brothers who watch this channel as well. Much appreciated, brother. Damn. I can't believe, brother, that you're 6'7", and you're fine. No caps. Gang stalking simulation. What a name, but no caps, bro. Please no caps for letters. Yeah. How are you 6'7" and not getting much play in America? That's how you know the whole dating game it's a mess.
So I'll be honest, bro, and like I've even shared with you this in private, but like I'm on Hinge too, and it's a dating app there, and same deal. You subscribe to the premium thing, and then you can see who likes you and just kind of swipe on them and let it come to you without putting in all that work. So I mean, right now there's probably a good 50 women in that queue that I'm just ignoring, and I'll be honest with you, man, not all of like quite a few of them are attractive. Like, you know, this ain't like your boy just out here pulling like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's some quality out here. And they be on me, man. But it's just like honestly, bro, I'm looking for a certain quality in a woman that is so hard to find and it's rare that like you could kind of miss me with all of that. Like I just look good. I've been there, done that, you know, had my share. So after a while, that doesn't impress you anymore. Quantity doesn't impress you anymore. It's about like quality. And I think the issue is, and I keep using this analogy, but like you said, bro, first and foremost, I love black women. Love, like I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? As stuck as I am on Santa Marta and moving, if I'm out and about having dinner at the bar and a beautiful black woman walks by me, like I can't help it. I'm a stare. I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, you know. But when it comes down to it, I feel like what I'm looking for is almost like searching for a diamond in the rough. I'm not to say like I'm not saying it doesn't exist, and I'm not saying it's not possible to find a wife in America. But what I am saying is it's extremely difficult. So why try to look for a diamond in the rough when you could get your passport stamped and fly over to the diamond mine? Because
Mm.
because that's how I view South America, bro. Like it is a diamond mine. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great analogy, man. Oh, the brother came here prepared, man. Shout out to Ty, man. Damn. Shout out to Devil's Bane for the $5 super chat. Ty, you should post your chicas in the you mean in my Facebook group? Those brothers have seemingly dealt with every woman in Colombia. Uh,
Ah, okay. All right. That's game.
Thanks, Devil's Bane. All right. Shout out to Irregular Data for the $5 Canadian super chat. Just want to show my support. Oh, thank you, brother. Much appreciated, bro. It's greatly appreciated, brother. This is crazy. Brother, do you have me on in your background? I hear some feedback.
No, it could just be it could be the mic is too loud. Let me see.
Damn. This is crazy, man. I'm gonna open up the phone lines in 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, geez. Let me touch on about let's not plug in anyone's group here, Devil's Bane. Especially if they're on that time as well. We're clean cut brothers. We're high value males. We ain't about no simps and no degeneracy and no paying for box. Absolutely not. So only plug in what I do, please. Thank you, brothers.
That's right. That is right, sir. Listen, before you go there, like every last one of those chicks that I know has a real job. These ain't no I'm not gonna say that term. These ain't no mujeres de la noches. You know what I'm saying? These ain't women of the night. These are women with like respectable careers. And I'm not saying like model like they say over here in America where you just get some Fashion Nova clothes to post on the gram. Like I'm watching them shoot commercials for different brands over in Colombia. I'm watching them. One of them is running for Miss Magdalena over there, which is like the equivalent of like Miss Florida here. I don't know if she has ambitions of potentially running for Miss Colombia at some point, but I mean, yeah, bro, that fine. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's super approachable too. Like the ones that I've talked to on Tinder are very, very welcoming, super easy to talk to.
Wow. Shout out to Nate Zamui for the $2 super chat. He says Colombian women made the price go up. Yes, indeed.
What's my boy say? Fat Joe, yo, yesterday's price is not today's price. You know what I'm saying? The price is gone up.
Shout out to the brother right there. The thing about what I like about these countries is that the women themselves don't even know they're beautiful. They don't know they're beautiful. They just wake up every morning, shower, brush their teeth, wear makeup or whatever, and go on there as a normal day. Now in the West, if a woman knows she's beautiful, she will. It's over. She will use that against you. She will either be sleeping around or try and make money off you, try and extort you for your money because she's so beautiful. But in these countries, they don't even know they're beautiful, and if they know they're beautiful, they're still humble as hell. They're really humble. That's
Correct.
what I like about these countries, bro.
Matter of fact, and let me give you some real game. The chick that I know that's running for Miss Magdalena, right? I met her on that trip to Cartagena, and I was super interested. This is the one that I asked her for a phone number. I barely knew any Spanish, so when I got back, I followed her on IG. She didn't follow me back, so I was like, all right. She probably was thinking, all right, this guy is just a tourist. Where was this going to go anyway? But I still kept in contact with her other friends, and I talked to them every day. And when it started getting like more real, I was letting them know, hey, I'm about to move there. It's serious. And then I bought my plane ticket and showed them like screenshots like, yo, I'm really coming. And so there's been kind of like this excitement. Hey, yo, we got to link up. I can't wait for you to get here type stuff. And I know they all hang out and they all talk and stuff like that. So the moment that I told the friends that I was coming, all of a sudden, Shorty follows me back on Instagram and is super eager. I mean, having mad discussions with your boy, really chopping it up. And I think that proved the point to me to get to the point is that if she was one of those type of chicks that was really just after a brother's money, or if she really was just like green card pimping out here, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that she would have ever followed me back in the first. Matter of fact, I think that the response would have been a lot sooner. I don't think she would have waited to see whether I was serious about coming there or not before trying to like start some kind of an interaction. So to me, that made me feel like, man, this is a real chick. And so are her friends. And I'm telling you, they are drop dead gorgeous. And most of them don't even have but like a couple hundred followers on IG. And I'm just thinking like, yeah, if y'all was in the States, we wouldn't even be talking. I already know you'll be in Miami on a yacht somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Have you done intel regarding the women in Santa Clara? Have you asked around? Are they good looking? Are they feminine? Are they different from women in other cities? Have you done that? Are you asking around, brother?
Yes. The women are a lot more down to earth there. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's not Medellin, it's not the big city. But the girls seem to be like a lot more down to earth.
And is it a mixture of black women, mixed race women and white women, or is it predominantly black women, or what's it like, bro?
Um, you know that kind of like common Latina mix where some of them will look like super fair skin, but you clearly tell they're Latina. Like
Mm,
I see a lot of that, and then a lot of that like cinnamon complexion where it's like
yeah.
right in that perfect. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
dog.
I love that. Oh, let me tell you, man, I love that. I love that light brown skin, especially when you see it on like Southeast Asian women, like it be Filipino women, all these Southeast Asian women, right? That brown skin, and also Latina women, that light brown skin, that golden skin, bro. I flipping love it so much. It makes me so good inside, man. I'm telling you, I love that ish, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
especially the
Hey,
curly hair. She's shining, that brown skin, and you start licking upon it.
bro, listen. Hey, if your boy come back with a fiance, man, just mind y'all business. It is what it is, man.
Oh man, that brown skin, that gold. I'm telling you, man, I love that's a beautiful complexion, man. That brown skin, especially with the curly hair, maybe some light eyes or dark eyes, but it's just that skin. I just love it, man. Whether it's dark brown, light brown, just that brown skin right in the middle. That's a beautiful skin color. And the brothers, do you agree? Brothers in the chat, right? Put a one in the chat if you agree with that. If you agree with me that the light brown skin that Colombian women have and Southeast Asian women have is literally a beautiful skin tone. You know, uh, all skin tones are beautiful, but I feel like for brothers, man, we love that. Ain't that right, Ty?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I love melanin.
Mm. Oh man, I love that brown skin, man. Lord have mercy. Especially if she's tanned, that tan brown skin. She's gotta have some tan to her, man. That brown. That's right, J Bones, that brown. All right, brothers. Let me open up the phone lines. I know you have questions for the brother Ty. Before I do so, Ty, do you have anything else that I've missed that you want to touch upon in this live stream, bro? Before I open up the phone lines.
Um, no, not that I could think of, man. I think you rounded it out pretty good with the questions.
Thank you very much, bro. Much appreciated, brother. Brothers, where's the cash apps, man? Where's the super chats, man? Support the channel, support the movement. Again, I've given you brothers another classic for you, man. Please support the channel for the cash app, international pound sign international 2015. If you can't cash app, hit the super chat. It'll be greatly appreciated, brother. So here's a Facebook group. If you're not part of the Facebook group, I suggest you join ASAP. Again, you will find high value males such as Ty, Tony Berry, Theo, etc., in that group. And you best believe when Ty moves up to Colombia in a couple months' time, he'll be on my channel a lot more. We'll get women on here. He'll be on the beach. It's gonna be a classic time. I'm telling you, 2022 is gonna be the year for brothers, man. I feel it. It's gonna be a great year for brothers. Um, in the meantime, here's my Twitter as well, brothers. I strongly suggest you follow me on Twitter. You send me a DM. I'll get back to you. I use Twitter quite a lot often. Nah, brothers ain't checking for Indian women, man. We ain't on that, man. Brothers are not. Brothers are not checking for. How many times I've said this, man? Brothers are not checking for Indian women. Can we please stop mentioning them on my channel, man? We
Yo,
ain't checking for them, man. I'm sorry, and they ain't checking for us, and that's okay. We ain't checking for them, man.
that's
And
a fact.
there you go, man.
They ain't
Shut
checking for us, bro. That's a fact.
They ain't checking for us, and I don't care, man, because we ain't checking for them either. We just ain't checking for them because we don't, bro. It's just Jay Bones. Tell them in the live stream chat we're not checking for them. It's simple as that. Brothers are checking for black women, white women, Asian women, and Latina women. That's it, man. Indian women, that's a
Yeah.
no go. That's it,
You
man.
know, to keep it a buck though, I've seen some beautiful Indian women. The issue is, I think, the culture difference.
Mm, big time, and we ain't checking for them. I'm sorry, bro. There'll be no Indian stream on my channel anytime soon.
bro. If you ain't got some cattle, bro, you might as well get that up. You gonna have to come with some cattle, some dowry. You know what I'm saying? It's different over there, bro. Ain't what you want.
This brother said they love brothers. They don't love. Oh, come on, man, brothers. Come on, let's be real here, man. And also, brothers, feel free to follow me on Instagram and send me a DM. I'll give you a phone call as well if needed. Instagram is popping. I use a lot of. I'm always on the stories, post videos, photos. So definitely follow me through Instagram. I speak to Ty for IG as well if needed. So I'll give you a call as well. If you're a follower, if you're a subscriber, I'll call you, chop it up with you. It's all good, brothers. So here's the phone line, and of course, there's a Cash App as well, brothers. Support the channel with the Cash App. There's a link to it. There you go, brothers. Support the Cash App right there, bro. So let me open up the phone lines. This man said, this guy said you got to travel to India. Nah, man. You good, bro? We good over here. We ain't going to man. We good over here, bro. Ain't no way we're going to India, man. God damn. Brothers, man. Brothers. They're not checking for brothers like that. And we ain't checking for them either, man. So it's just how the way it is.
Yeah, like even like the Caucasian women in the States ain't checking for us like that, bro. That's a stretch here, in my opinion. Maybe other guys got more luck than me, but
Oh, okay. I've heard in different states that they love brothers a lot. Maybe in Colorado, Salt Lake City, but maybe in Miami it's probably different there, bro.
Yeah. North Florida is a little different, you know.
Yeah, I'm not so big on Florida in my opinion, man. I feel like there'll be the states that are better to have a good time, but of course not a wife in the American chicks. God no. Shout out to Jay Bones. Let me bring him in. What's up, Jay Bones? You good, brother?
What's up, IP? I'm coming in clear.
Loud and clear, bro. How you keeping?
Yeah, man. I was able to get away from this girl today. Thank God. I'm sorry about that last week, man. I mean, yesterday, bro. But yeah. Oh, yo, stop bothering us with this Indian stuff, bro. Nobody's checking for Indian women. Yo, Tyshawn, yo, these dudes are hard-headed in here, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Every damn day they talk about some Indian women. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Hey, man, look, go get a plane ticket and you come back and tell us how it was, man.
Please don't go to India.
IP will set the stream up, I'm sure. You let us know.
Oh, bro, please.
Yo,
please.
IP, how you doing, big bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. Feeling a lot better today, man. A lot more energized. So I'm all good, bro. How you keeping? You okay?
Yeah. I'm great, man. Shout out to the brother Tyshawn, man. It's always good to see another American brother in here, man. It's an inspiration, bro. You know, when you're in a Facebook group, Todd, try to talk to some of the younger brothers around and let them know that, you know, all is not lost. You know, when I've been to Colombia probably 4 or 5 times, from Medellin, Bogota, Cali, Cartagena, and one of the things I like, IP, during the stream, the brother Tyshawn said something very interesting. The women in Barranquilla.
See,
What did he say about the women in Barranquilla? Educated women. That's what I told you before, IP. I try to tell these brothers. That's why I love your channel. When you go to all these other channels of these brothers talking about traveling, all they talking about is tricking. They talking about pros. And I'm like, yo, what kind of lifestyle are you living if you traveling to another country just to smash chicks? When you go to Colombia, Barranquilla has some of the smartest women. The reason why Barranquilla, the girls there speak English, because a lot of them go to the university. They're incredibly educated. Yep. So what did I say, IP? I said, when you boys drop off in these countries, you're going to the museums, you're going to the art shows, you're going to the universities, especially because we got a young crowd in here. We got a lot of young brothers in here. So what do? You go to the universities, the art shows, the museums. One of the best times I had, IP, is when I was in Portugal, when I went to the museum in Lisbon. You're learning about Black history and you're meeting some of the most beautiful women in the world. Stay away from these pros, stay away from these tricks. You're going to get the best women, because in Colombia, all the women look good. I don't think I ever saw an ugly girl in Colombia. I think it's impossible. Yeah. Right. Ty, am I saying anything crazy here, bro?
Listen, dog. Listen.
Talk to these dudes,
and
man. Talk to
listen,
them, Ty.
and I know Cartagena is like working girl central. You know, that's usually the dudes who on that type of time, that's where they go. But I gotta be honest with y'all. Those are some of the finest working girls I ever seen in my life, bro. Like, that's not my style. I kind of understand why some of those dudes go over there and lose their mind. But to J Bone's credit and what he said, yeah, man, like it depends on what you're looking for. If you're going over there just to have a good time, I guess. But if you're the type of brother that's more relationship minded, a little bit more serious, or looking to potentially settle down and find wifey, oh, it's easy to do that there. There's so many quality chicks.
Yeah, and I wanted to point something out too, IP. There was a brother in the chat. He was saying that, oh, in his experience, they're anti-black and brothers been getting robbed and killed over there. And I said, listen to me carefully. Reading through the data entry at the United Nations, let me explain to you, IP. The brothers that have been getting robbed and killed over there in Colombia are the dudes that go down there to trick. Those are the Pookies and Ray Rays of society. You understand what I'm saying? Some of these dudes, they coming in from all these, these hood dudes is going down there to trick. If you go in there, what did I say, IP? Go to the museums. You know Pookie and Ray Ray, they're not going to the museum.
Nope.
They're not. They can barely read a book. They don't even know how to. They can barely read a book. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard for them to read cat. If you give Pookie and Ray Ray a Harry Potter book, they might have a seizure. they might have a seizure, bro. Stay away from these. Yo, I'm telling you, Ty, I've been trying to get these boys ready. There's an abundance of women in society. Let these brothers know that the world is checking for them. I'm telling you, IP, my travels and seeing black men, if you're clean cut, if you carry yourself well, you will be just fine. There's an abundance of beautiful women. Over there, they're not like here in America. The women there, they're just gonna flock to you. They're gonna flock to you. And like I always say, IP, the biggest problem that brothers gonna have, Ty, and tell them this, the biggest problem they're gonna have is what women they should choose. Because you're gonna have I'm telling you, remember during the stream, Ty said that he has like a 50 women, like a 50 limit. That like he has to choose between 50 women. So what's the problem, bro? When you guys get down there, museums, universities, art shows, go to find yourself a beautiful, smart chick. And I'm gonna leave it at that, just that IP.
All right, great comment there on that, Mr. J Bones. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Ford Farlane for the $50 super chat. Yo, brother, thank you, man. Damn, much appreciated, brother, for the $50 super chat. That's quite high, bro. Thank you, bro. Highest I've had in a long time. Thank you, brother. Big up IP. Greetings, brothers. Travel safe and make smart choices, gents. Yes, indeed. Thank you, brother, again for the $50 super chat. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you for
that's my
What's
IP.
up,
just let's let you know that's my jersey. That's my Jersey brother, man. He lived down the street from me.
Oh, is it? Hey, yo, shout out to my Jersey brothers, man. Shout out to my
Jersey
New York
right
Jersey
there,
brothers, man. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated, Ford Farlane. Thank you, bro. Let me bring in Jay Takashi. What's up, Jay? You're on mute, bro.
Sorry about that. I forgot I muted it purposely. How you doing, IP?
I'm doing all right, brother. I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing great. Yo, it's nice of you to bring this brother in tonight to share his wisdom and his knowledge and his experience. I really appreciate that. And J Bones, yes, you're right. They wouldn't last a day dealing with reading a Harry Potter book because I was a huge Harry Potter book reader back in the day, and I love the freaking movies. So they couldn't last a conversation with me. My patience is very thin. If they couldn't name one thing, they got to get out of my sight. I don't tolerate stupidity and ignorance. So yeah. But yeah, to get to the question I have, for our brother here, I will ask catch question. If you had to name a couple of things from you, remotely working when you work at, what like naming a positive, what would it be?
So the positives are, and I kind of alluded to this, but I think I might have trailed off and didn't finish the point earlier, is like looking at the end, looking at life with the end in mind and realizing that life is ephemeral. It's very short. You only got so much time, and you need to like be very intentional and purposeful about how you plan on using that time. and what you want to do at that time. So I'm of the mindset that the more time that you can spend chasing your purpose or spending time with your family or working on your own goals, the better. And I honestly see commuting as a huge impediment to that. I mean, you spend like an hour in traffic getting there, an hour in traffic getting home. You know what I'm saying? And then when you add that up over the course of a year, how many hours did you spend just in traffic? Bump going to the office, traffic. So that alone was like a huge motivating factor. That's been great. And then it also enables me to live like a healthier lifestyle because um with the remote work, a lot of the times there's this saying where it's like nobody's really watching to see if you're on the clock between 8 and 5. It's more of make sure you're attending your meetings, you're on time for those, and you get your work done on time. And if you're going to be out of pocket for like a large portion of the day, you kind of need to let a manager or somebody know. Just don't go ghost on people. But outside of that, nobody's really like checking to see what you got going on. So it's nothing for me to, for example, go run an errand in the middle of the day from 10 to 12. And instead of stopping work at 5, I might just work till 7. I'm going to give them their time. I'm not going to cheat them out of their time, but I kind of get to schedule that, around my lifestyle. So that's a huge plus, especially for brothers that might have kids or are aspiring to have a family. I think it puts you in a situation where you can make enough money to take care of a family, but also live a lifestyle that allows you to still be present, which isn't always the case with a lot of high-paying careers. So yeah, just like the time savings and being able to live a healthier lifestyle by being able to take breaks in the middle of the day and go to the gym, I think it's helped my mental, you know what I'm saying? Just my mental health there. I made a joke and I said I had a mobile office, but in my pickup truck, I have like a beach lounge and an umbrella that I keep in there. And some days I literally go out there with my hotspot on my phone and work from the beach. It's nothing better than that, man. It keeps me sane. So
I can respect that, sir. I would say like it's more healthier because certain things with me, like of course, I got my health checked out this year. I had to make sure everything was okay. So for certain things that would be beneficial to me to work from the house because I can still go to the gym, I can still do the the set job that I wanted to take care of, but also balance out time. I think my whole thing is just organizing and managing my time. Once I like manage it and put it like to a schedule and actually commit to it, then it won't be a problem.
right,
Also, like I said, I've heard many people, not just you, speak about working remotely. That's something I would love to do, which actually I'm trying to work towards to doing. So in the near future, like it'll be more of just learning to organize it, managing it, and
right.
it'll just be more peaceful for me because I think I'm a person that just kind of likes peace more than often than not. Like the whole running back and running yourself ragged, I'm not a fan of.
So what I would say, and I agree with you 100%. What I would say is that a lot of companies are very weary or leery of giving, like, for example, if you just got your foot in the door and it's like your first job, it might be kind of hard to get like a fully remote opportunity. But what I did notice with a lot of the companies, even before remote work was like a thing for real, they were testing it out. So a lot of us would get like 1 or 2 work from home days a week, but you had to go to the office the rest of the time. So I would suggest even something like that, like a hybrid model. And of course, you don't control that, the company does, but look for it because that enables you to get your foot in the door somewhere where on your next job opportunity, you can put on your resume and say, hey, I have remote work experience. And then people aren't so leery about giving you the job. They're like, oh, you've done this before. You know how to maintain your time and still be productive without anybody like watching you,
Okay. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. I appreciate that wisdom. And let me see. I don't think I have any other questions besides that main one. It seems like you're lax and just living life, brother. That's really good. I like to see brothers looking healthy and not looking distraught and miserable. That actually is pleasing to see that on the brother's face. So I appreciate that about you. And IP, yes. Light-skinned Colombian women, they're beautiful, man. Like I said, I don't want anybody to get it twisted. Like I love my sisters as much as I love my Asian and Latino women. Okay, beautiful.
Lovely. All right, thanks for that, Mr. J Takashi. Let me put you on mute, brother. El Cortez, I need to call him, brother. I want you to speak about your love for Indian women, because I'm just not seeing it there, man. Brothers are not checking for them. It's just facts, man. Accept it. Accept it. Brothers ain't checking for them. My goodness. All right, let me bring in Nate Zamui. What's up, Nate?
What's good, gentlemen? Can you hear me?
All right, loud and clear, brother. How are you, bro? You okay?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Appreciate this stream, bro. Like I said, it was like this was a conversation I was looking forward to. Tyshawn, gentlemen, pleasure to meet a fellow engineer. I was the brother who was commenting on your thread the other day, asking about Santa Marta and like why that was kind of the place you chose.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you, I'm an engineer. I was working remote during the pandemic, and just recently, my company had got me back into the office. So now I've been kind of like looking for more remote opportunities, kind of like in the final stages with a couple of companies. So that's something that hopefully will be coming up sometime soon. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, and I kind of actually had a similar experience to you with like Colombian women recently. I was actually in the DR and like I met a Colombian chick out there, and like, bro, it completely changed my entire mindset. Like I said, like the price went up, man. Like it's not even
yesterday's price is not today's price.
No, definitely. So my question to you was, so you mentioned kind of a little bit how you kind of structure your hours in terms of having your main job and then a hustle on the side. Like, what is your routine to kind of help you keep your disciplines and things like that when it comes to working remotely? Like as far as like kind of day in and day out, like how do you kind of structure your day to make sure that you get kind of everything you need to done? And is also like, is this your first time like working remotely outside of the country? Or is this like something that like you've kind of done before and maybe, saw as like an opportunity that you could take on?
Okay. So what was the first question again? The first
question, how do you like structure your day to keep yourself kind of disciplined with your work and everything?
Yeah. So like I have to be extremely type A about my time and the way that I manage it. So like I'm usually in bed by like 9 p.m. every night. Like honestly, it's been harder to catch the streams. I'm usually watching them the next morning as a result. Just because I'm so, I wake up so early that my body just wants to shut down at like 8 or 9 p.m. So after a while, I think the sleeping schedule kind of took care of itself, getting on that particular schedule. But in terms of being productive, I have to get up and go to the gym. I have to get up, take my vitamins, eat my breakfast. It's like a whole routine to that. And I might be sounding like the old guy here, but I really feel like routine is the key to success and the key, to everything. Like prior to me wanting to explore moving out of the country, just because it was a random opportunity. And to answer the second part of your question, my only experience working out of the country was on like a cruise, right? Like I took a cruise and I had to end up buying internet package on the cruise so that I could stay in contact with the company, because I was running a project and I couldn't just like, I was like the only manager. I couldn't pass it off to anybody, but I had already planned this vacation. So I would work from the room for a little while, but that was probably like, my closest experience to doing that. But in terms of before leaving, I was considering buying a house here. And it wasn't for the sake of, it's just me, right? I don't need like a house for real. Building equity and all of that is cool, but I don't have any kids, no wife, so could easily just rent. But it was about the stability that a house represented to me. It was about when you buy a house in a neighborhood, you shop at the same grocery stores every day. You go to the same bars. You go to the same gym. When you go to the gas station, everybody knows you. There's something about that I think as a man helps you to be successful, just like having that routine. So that's something that I take real serious and just make sure I don't cheat myself on my schedule.
No, that's definitely real, man. Appreciate that. Definitely gonna want to tap in with you offline. So
yeah, let's do that.
For me soon. So I
sure.
Definitely appreciate you, man, in the beginning, giving us, and for giving up your sleep schedule to share the game. So definitely appreciate that.
No problem.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks for that, Nate. Brothers, if you find that this channel helps you out a lot, in terms of connections, in terms of it changing your life, a cash app, a super chat would be greatly appreciated. A lot of hard work goes in my end. I'm up here It's 3:20 in the UK. Again, I'm giving classics to you brothers yet again. So, support the channel. Make sure you press the like button. Make sure you comment. Because I admit a lot of your lives are changing because of this channel. Brothers call me up every day, hit me up on DM. Look at Jay Takashi, he agrees as well. He's shaking his head. He agrees that I've changed his life. I spoke to him on the phone already. So brothers, support the channel. Jay Takashi, he has supported before in the past. I know he has. J Bones has. Tyshun has. So brothers, if you're finding this channel is helping you out, I've got brothers in touch with flipping Theo, with Tony Berry, and that's changed their lives. The Facebook group is changing people's lives. The channel is changing people's lives. So please support. That's what I'm asking for. I've been at this for 5 years now, 5 whole years. Man, shout out to Pat Do It for the $99 super sticker. Thank you, bro, for the support. Much appreciated, brother. Sending wealth, riches and wealth your way, brother. Let me bring in Ninja55. Devil's Bane, I see you. Stay on the line, bro. I'll come to you. Let me bring in Ninja55. What's up, Ninja? How you doing, Ninja?
Hey, what's up, IP? I'm doing okay. I see you want to ask that brother about Indian woman, like East Indian woman. Well, over here, the Indian woman is man. They don't even like black men over here in America. East Indian woman, they stuck up. They go for
Hey, sorry, bro. You got some background noise there. You need to turn off, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Yo, damn, brothers. When you call in, brothers, make sure you turn off your background noise. Please, brothers. All right, Ninja, I'll come at you later on, okay, bro? Sort that background noise. Let me bring in Devil's Bane. What's up, brother?
Salute. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing?
Good.
Oh, good, bro. Long time no see. How you been, bro?
I know, man. I've been ninja watching. I've been lurking, but I've been good though. I've been traveling a lot for work. Things are kind of slowing down a bit though. Trying to transition to a new position, but yeah, I'll update you guys when I have more information on that. But Ty, salute to you, man. Appreciate this intel that you're dropping today. Some real heat, especially that one bit about the student visa. Like, that was a real gem. I hope you guys didn't sleep on that in the chat. I wanted to come up to ask you, because I'm in tech as well. I'm kind of like a junior support engineer. It varies. My duties kind of are like wide spanning just because the company is so small. They just have us kind of like all over the place. But I was curious, with your background, if you had to like parse out fractionally, like what would you say, like as far as like where you learned how like your software engineering, software development skills, would you say that you primarily learned from school, your own independent study, or some other third source?
So I always in school, I think, even though I had the ability to pass tests because I was really good at memorization and understanding things, I think that things came to me better in terms of really clicking and me gaining an understanding. That came by way of practice and actually real world examples, real life projects. So school really only taught me the basics. I mean, listen, I learned what a if then else statement is. I learned what a loop is. I learned how to interact with the database. I learned how to close a database connection. Just the basics. But it's one thing to know all of that, and then you get out of school like, yeah, man, I know how to program. What's up? And then you get that first project, and it's like, yeah, I don't know how to program. So
I had that kind of imposter syndrome literally over the summer. So things got slow between trips. Like I'm basically hired on to go to different data centers and install our product. It's a proprietary data collection system. It's for power. I can't get too specific. So I don't want people to know where I work. But
yeah, exactly.
It's it's a really proprietary system. But when we're not on the road traveling to different sites and we're actually in town, they have me working with like the research team and like the software team, like other people. When I was working for the software team over the summer, they commissioned me to like help them update this front end web, well, like this it wasn't strictly front end. It was a full stack application, but it was like a price app that had like different items and stuff that customers can use to order stuff. I updated the database to refresh the price list to the prices for like this quarter, this season, whatever, and then I totally just I was able to like barely get the environment set up after like beating my head across it for like because I did it totally from scratch. Like I had like a blank Linux Ubuntu image.
Oh yeah, yeah,
everything on it. Yeah,
mm-hmm. That separates the seniors from the juniors right there.
I was I was like suffering doing that at points because I was literally like, this should be working at this point. Like I don't understand.
See, because it's one thing to come into a job and then they give you kind of like setup instructions for your machine. You connect to the repo and all of this good stuff, and then really all you got to do is hit deploy. You got a local instance somewhere and you're ready to get it cracking. It's a whole different story when they're like, yeah, we need you to do this from scratch.
Yeah, and there was like spotty documentation, so I didn't really have like a full roadmap of like how to get to my end result very clearly. So it was a lot of trial and error doing that. But
don't worry, like you get about 10 years in, after a while, you come to expect that. You're just like, all right, well.
Hey, that's reassuring at least.
Project setup always takes the longest. Look, I've been in the game a while, and the last project that I was on, it took me like 3 weeks to get it up and running.
Yo, I was afraid to say how long it took me. It took me 2 weeks, but I was literally
hey, listen. It took 3, and there's no shame in that because it's not my fault. They had so much lack of documentation and stuff that was missing and yada yada that it was really trial and error. And I ended up getting tasked with actually like changing the wiki and updating the installation instructions for developers that came after me because I struggled so much. And they're, oh yeah, well you're running into that error because of this. It's like, dude, you could have told me that, you know. But you know,
I down in 2 seconds, and then we'd never had this problem.
But you know what? Speaking because you're a fellow engineer, I think it's really important that I say this. And honestly, I don't know how I missed this, guys, because this is literally the most important part of why I'm moving. And I don't know how I forgot to mention this. But I don't know if you guys know this or not, or if you've ever heard of it. It's called foreign earned income tax exclusion. If you haven't heard of it, I advise that you go to IRS, start Googling right now, and you're going to leave here more motivated than you were before the stream. What that law states is that as an American citizen with a U.S. passport, if you're living abroad in a foreign country for 330 days in the calendar year, now let me be clear what that means. When they say living in a foreign country, they mean that from 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m., you are on foreign soil. So that means no travel days. The day that you took the fly there does not count. Cruises don't count. You have to be on foreign soil from 12:01 to 11:59. But if you do that for 330 days in a calendar year, the first $108,000 you make is tax-free.
What?
Correct.
108,000?
Correct. And that goes up every year. It increases for inflation, because the first time I heard about this, it was for the military. And I was young. I was a teenager. And I want to say the number was like 80 something or 90 something thousand maybe. And you would hear a lot about soldiers in the military who would be on deployment and they come back and don't pay taxes. And I always wonder, like, how is that possible? I thought it was just like a military thing. But when I started doing the research on becoming an expat to see like what the pros and cons were, the moment that I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm out. Bye. Uncle Sam is killing me. You know what I'm saying? No kids, single, high value, put whatever number you want on that. Just know Uncle Sam is busting me upside my head. So I'm out of here.
I do not blame you at all. People are always trying to find new ways to like not pay taxes. So that's it's just a running theme in this country. You don't get got, because we look at the wars that we're doing, man. Like, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get IPs stream tagged or anything like that. But yeah, the U.S. is dubious at best.
Yeah.
At least the foreign policy. But I appreciate the answers to that. I appreciate your time on here, dude. I learned a lot listening. Really looking forward to like getting deeper into the I'm not quite sure if I want to go like software development or like data engineering, or like if I want to like specialize, like what route specifically I'm trying to specialize in at this point. Honestly, like I'm still kind of like working that out.
So what I would suggest is to start with the end in mind. Like I say with everything, always start with the end in mind. So if you know that you want to work remote, you need to go back and say that if this is the goal, let me look backwards and see what I need to do to get there. And another thing for you brothers that are in the IT space, you got to be real careful when you're dealing with like the cloud and when you're dealing with data, because of data privacy laws and different things like that. You might run into a situation where your company is cool with you working remotely, but you might be placed on a project where one of the clients that you're working for has some kind of stipulation that, hey, our data can't be accessed outside of the United States.
Like HIPAA compliance or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen, I want to say one of our clients, they were like, they're Canadian, and or either the client is in Canada, but you can't take the laptop anywhere outside of the contiguous US. So like when I was telling my boss, when I brought it to him, it's so funny. I told him, I said, hey man, got to talk to you, scheduled a one-on-one. And he was like, what's going on? I just got back from my trip. He was like, how was it? I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about moving. It's like, wait, what? So I sent him the same picture that I posted in the Facebook group. And my boss responded. He was like, yeah, I'll go talk to HR for you. I understand.
Hey.
So he's been looking out for me. He's making sure that I'm getting placed on projects that won't have those kind of stipulations where it's going to interfere with my ability to travel abroad. So because I'm actually letting my company know exactly what I'm doing, they're very supportive of it. And I think a lot of it is because we are an international company. We got offices all over the world. So why would they care? You know, it's just a matter of making sure it doesn't fall into a compliance situation with the project and or client that you're working with or for. So make sure you keep that in mind, especially if you're going the data route.
Yeah, I mean, the name of the game for me right now is just get away from touching hardware. Like I'm moving around way too much, and it's not my style.
Yeah.
Not my style. So I'm trying to make that move. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna drop down
For sure.
Thanks, IP.
No problem. Thanks for that, Devil's Bane. Take it easy, brother. Stay on the line, bro. I'll bring you in later on. Okay, he dropped off. Brothers, feel free to call in if you have any more questions for Ty. If you can't call in, you must super chat or cash up your questions. Let me roll it back to J Bones. Do you want to add anything else, brother? J Bones?
Hey, IP, what's up? Sorry, man. I'm trying to get a little turkey sandwich going on here.
Okay. All right. You finished that, bro.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm messing with you, bro. I'm messing with you.
Do you have anything else? Do you have any more questions for Ty?
No questions at all, Ty. I'm just, I'm just glad to see you, brother. I'm glad to see you, man. Yo, you brothers like yourself, man. You're a real game changer. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I love to see the African American brothers in the spaces, who are. It's a sad thing, Ty. In the beginning of the stream when you was talking, I remember I heard you say something interesting. You said that all this money is coming in, and the dating market, it's still beyond horrible for us. And it's true. It's a real tough thing. I mean, think about it, IP. Now more than ever, we got 65% towards 70 of African American men who are making part of the middle income. 20% are registered as wealthy, and still the dating market is incredibly horrible for brothers. I mean, how is that possible?
I can articulate it for you because I've been thinking about this a lot. It's like I said, when you work to become the Bible says to judge a tree by the fruit that it bears, right? And I'm not the most religious guy in the world, but there are certain things that I wholeheartedly agree with and believe in. And as a man, right, even the Godfather sometimes will say, like, show your work, if anybody listens to his channel periodically. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you built yourself up to a certain level in society as a man, people can tell. There's no hiding that. I used to try to I won't say that. I was a little flashy when I was younger, but now I'm a little bit more calm, and I'm not trying to stand out as much anymore sometimes, right? And it's hard, right? Because you'll go somewhere and people will look down like, yo, is that a Movado? Oh, here we go. Yo, is that the new iPhone? Is that the new this, that? People see it, and there's nothing that you can do after a while to hide your success. So how come when I approach a woman, right? A man on the street can look at me and recognize that's a high value brother. You could just tell. How come the women can't? As a matter of fact, they almost try to weaponize your success against you. They try to demonize you. They try to come up with all of these different things to say why you aren't worthy to be treated like a king. And a lot of it is just a power play to get the power back in their court so that they can control stuff. That's something that I noticed. And honestly, like when I started talking to women abroad, I noticed it was the exact opposite. There was no, I'm coming to you like trying to prove myself to you and going all of this extra mile just to prove to you that I'm worthy of even having your time. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite. Like these women are competing for you. And to be quite honest, that's the way that it should be. I don't know when we got so away from that in America, this Western culture with all of this like feminism, women are the prize. It's out of order. Even the Bible says so. And it baffles me. We got all of these religious people, the highest rate of Christianity probably in the world sitting over here in America. And yeah, y'all don't live like it. Y'all act like y'all don't believe none of that because everything is out of order. And that's why society is going to hell in the handbasket as we speak.
Yeah, it's true. IP, here's the climate. I had one of my friends was telling me about this before. People don't understand how things are going. IP, brothers are going to get better, and as we get better, things are going to get worse. That's the climate. You understand what I'm saying? The hatred for black men is going to increase as we get better. Now that this money is coming in, things are actually going to get worse because why? Society hates to see black men succeed. So as we get better, things are actually going to get worse for us. I mean, I'm telling you, IP, like let me tell you something. The best thing about having brothers like Tyshawn around is that when we were coming up, a lot of the brothers were shamed for dating outside the community. I went through, when I was in college, I went through a tremendous amount of hell trying to explain to my family that my girlfriend is Jewish. It was probably the most strangest conversation that I had with them. But the world would treat you that way because, they kind of see us as black men as being policed all the time. They always want to police black men. But the truth about it is that IP, I could care less what the world thinks. Now more than ever that we're doing well for ourselves, brothers are going to start making their own choices. We're going to be doing our own thing. And I'm telling you, this thing, it's primed for success. I believe in you guys so much. That's why I always tell you brothers like, yo, my thing, IP, stay away from these, when you boys are dropping into these countries and, you're running around looking for pros and stuff. No. I tell you boys all the time, I'm on the educational side, IP. That's just what an Ivy League school did to me. I'm thinking about more as go to the art museums, go to the universities, mingle with the best of the women there. If you mingle with the best of the women there, what happens? It's the same thing with Taisha being up here on your channel. This is a woman who lives in Costa Rica. She's 23 years old. She's certified to be a dentist in less than a year and a half. She's going to be making six figures in her own country. So guess what? Now you're dating a high value woman. Stop looking for all these disgusting, these women, I paid $50 for this and I paid $30 for that. No, it's disgusting, bro. Like, look at yourself, have confidence in yourself. There's a lot of great brothers out here. There's a lot of excellent black men out here, brother. I'm telling you, IP, in America, things are getting better for us. And as things get better, what happens next? The climate is going to get worse. Yeah. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. Now that this money's coming in, IP, trust me, bro, it's about to get a whole lot worse.
And something that you said that's crazy. You said that back in our day, brothers used to get shamed for dating outside of their race. Well, I'm just here to tell you, brother, ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. It's the same thing. And what's so crazy about it is the double standard. Like, women complain about double standards in this country all the time. And honestly, some of it, I kind of feel them. I'm like, they kind of got a point here, on some of it. But in terms of this double standard, when it comes to dating outside of your race, when it's Serena Williams, it's yes, go girl, and all of this other foolishness is celebrated. You know what I'm saying? They even got a term for it that they made up called swirlers. Black men didn't make up that term. You know what I'm saying? I think about the old Wendy's ice cream machines where you had the like chocolate and what is that? Golden Corral. Got
Go
the
to Corral,
swirlers.
yeah.
Yeah, bro. The swirlers in here. But it's like, black men doing that exact same thing. Oh, you're gonna get judged, because I've been receiving a little bit of backhanded hate because I'm moving to Colombia, and I'm really not too shy about letting people know, like, yeah, I'm gonna be dating when I'm out there. That's part of the reason. And yeah, I'm definitely getting some hate, but I'm prepared for it because I really don't care, honestly.
Oh, it's a lot of hate going on, Ty. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. It's a lot of hate for the brothers right now because they notice that we have options outside. They've
Correct.
noticed 100% that the options, we haven't even, that's why I tell you, IP, we haven't even scratched the surface on your channel yet.
Yeah.
We barely scratched the surface on your channel. You understand what I'm saying? Like we're not even halfway through what we're supposed to be. I'm telling you, brothers, right now, start stacking up this bread. Work on the language situations, and you guys are good to go. I'm telling you, I begin kind of jealous because I'm off the market, but I really rock with you boys, man. I really rock with you boys. I'm telling you, man. I be getting jealous, but I'm telling you, I rock with you boys. I can't wait till all the brothers come back and they call in, a few months from now, a few years from now. They married to their beautiful Colombian women. They married to their beautiful, Dominican.
I swear I just saw a brother post in the channel, like, I think he just had a baby. Like, I don't know the whole story because I just joined the group, but I saw that. I was like, did this brother get married over there and we have him a kid? Man, that's what's up.
Yeah, the Japanese woman, Tony Berry. He's married to a Japanese chick, and got 2 beautiful children, high value man. So I'm happy for him, man. So happy for the brother.
That's what's up.
Absolutely. Before I read the super chats, I want to make an announcement here, brothers. The stock market is going crazy. I don't know if you do stocks, Ty.
I don't right at this moment. I mean, the only stocks that I'm doing is long-term investing in 401k and also like employee stock purchase program. So I'm purchasing my company stock at a significant discount, and I'm maxing all of that stuff out, man. But when I get to Colombia, that's part of one of my plans to create some. I told you my plan is to stop trading time for money, and real estate in the stock market is how I'm planning on doing that. So I'm definitely going to be tapping in and sharing that knowledge as well.
Thanks, bro. Tesla stock, man.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I think.
Do you know why?
Yeah. Hertz ordered 100K of their cars. I will say this though. I think Tesla is going to be. What you're saying now is just the beginning of Tesla.
Oh yeah.
I think that company, the stock price for that company, is going to balloon in the future. I see it being around.
They got to split.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to split at some point. So if you're in now, well, you're going to eat.
If you're in now, I think brothers need to start thinking about getting Tesla stock, man. Because I'm seeing the charts for it over the last year or even the last 2 weeks. Oh boy, they're going crazy. They're going hyperbolic.
Yeah.
And Tesla is the future. I like what they're doing. They seem like they want to innovate stuff. Elon Musk, a very charismatic CEO. If it's one stock, I think it's Tesla, man. If you want to put everything in one stock, I think brothers should go for Tesla.
I'm actually pretty high on Turo too as a stock. Because I see Turo, Turo, and I don't know how much you know about it, but it's an American company that allows you to place your own private vehicles up for rent. Just so you can basically start a rental business with your own private fleet of vehicles by listing them on that. It's kind of like Airbnb for cars, basically. And there are a lot of people making money off of it, hustling. I don't necessarily agree with some of the methods. If you got an extra car or two laying around, sure, right? Some of these people are going out financing new vehicles for this hustle. It's a little crazy for me. I'm like, that's a little too much risk. I'd rather take my bread instead of financing the car and just go buy some stock. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the stock market is where it's at. That and crypto. Crypto's been going crazy for the last few months.
Yeah, I saw Shiba Inu. That's going crazy today, Shiba Inu.
Yep.
So, but brothers, buy the dip. Don't buy when it's all-time highs. Always buy the dip. This eventually will calm down. I think it will calm down very soon. Buy the dip. Don't buy all-time highs. Shiba Inu went crazy today. I wish I got into that, man.
To be real, the dips usually come around Christmas. They always come around November, December because people are pulling out money to buy Christmas stuff.
I have some streams about stocks and crypto around then. Looking forward to that, brothers. All right, shout out to El Cortez for the £2.50 super chat. Thank you, brother. He said Indian women are increasingly becoming queer. No, they're not, brother. They're not. They're not. They're not, bro. And we are not curious for them as well. It's that's how it is, bro. Brother. You need to call in to speak your case because right now I don't know if you're telling the truth. You got to call in, brother, because brothers in general are not checking for Indian women. That's how it is, man. Shout out to shout out to Pat Do It for the $199 super chat. Team India, nah, man, it's Team Asia, Team Latina, Team South America. No, we ain't doing that, man. Flip that. Let me bring in Chad the Great. What's up, Chad the Great? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Hey, I'm doing good, brother. Thank you for the 2 back-to-back classic live streams over the past 2 days, bro. How you keeping, man?
You're welcome, man. I'm good, man. I just had a quick question. I wanted to ask you. I was trying to figure out how come you're not traveling.
Because UK borders are becoming shut. So Morocco, they shut our borders to UK. UK has high rising cases. Some countries won't allow the UK in, and we have a tier system. So red amber, green amber, yellow amber, and the problem is that can change any time depending on cases in their country. So in fact, I might be stuck abroad if I travel this year because they might change the tier system. So it's very unreliable. I'm not taking that risk as well. So I've got to wait until things calm down. They remove that tier system, and the cases go down because I think there might be a shutdown in our country again coming very soon. That's why, bro.
Man, that's wild because, like I told you yesterday, I believe. Actually, I had some more clients hit me up saying that they're coming here spring break, like around March, April-ish. But majority of my UK clients start coming out here in January and February, trying to get away from something different. I wanted input on that Tesla information. One of my guys, man, he used to be in the club all the time just buying bottles, but he usually just stays home and trade stocks and crypto now. He got a bunch of people rich, man, buying Tesla. He's been telling them to buy Tesla for years, and he showed me he has this like private chat with him and a few friends. Pretty much they all put in a bunch of money in the Tesla, and I seen one of his friends put in about like 200,000 in the Tesla, and the stocks kept on going up and up and up. And I think over the course of like 2 or 3 years, her stocks are worth $1 million right now.
Damn. Oh,
yeah, I can see that. Listen, my company where I work for, which I won't name, but when I started, which was just in March, believe it or not, it was trading for $350 a share. Currently, it's close to 600. 6 months. When I saw that, I was like, oh, they probably going to end up splitting at some point. If it keeps rising like that, I need to get in now, So,
damn.
I think Tesla's going to continually go up because there's a few things working against the ICE, that's internal combustion cars. So in California, I believe it's by 2025, 2026, there's no cars. The manufacturers aren't allowed to sell cars in California anymore with internal combustion engines. And then the United States as a whole, they're putting a ban on internal combustion engines by about
2040
or something of that sort. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tesla's going to keep on the price of their stocks is going to keep on going up, and then on top of that, a lot of big companies like Ford, GM, and then on the UK side, I believe it's Porsche and a few others. They're all investing into electrifying their cars right now. Like pretty much, you can't buy a BMW, Mercedes anymore without it being electrified.
Listen, I can actually speak almost like a subject matter expert on this because when I was in undergrad, I was one of those nerdy undergraduate students that did research with the grad students, and the research project that I worked on was for automated vehicles. As a matter of fact, my name was on a provisional patent. I'm pretty sure if you Google Tyshawn Jones and automation, you'll probably see some documents pop up from way back then when I was actually doing that research. Submitted my work to different scholarly journals and publications. So I'm very knowledgeable on the subject. And what I can tell you is this. When we were doing that research, we talked to Ford Motor Company, GE, and a few others in terms of trying to get them to sponsor us so that we can actually get the money to buy the sensors and everything that we needed to actually do a full proof of concept. Well, none of these people would sponsor us, and we couldn't figure out why. We were like, this is a great idea. Are you crazy? Well, guess what? About a year after we had that discussion with Ford and they told us no, we started seeing commercials for cars that they couldn't drive themselves yet, but it was like assisted parking. That's where it started. It was like, oh, the car will kind of like help park itself. And then it went from there into like full automation. So you can't tell me they just developed it in the time between when we had the conversation and when that commercial came out. The reason they denied us is because they knew that they already had that in their R&D pipeline. So the stuff that y'all see with Tesla is 2025. This has been going on since 2010. And even before that, there was something called the Grand DARPA Challenge, where they had a bunch of unmanned vehicles trying to see who could complete a race in the desert most efficiently and longest. So this automation train has been going on for a very long time, and it's about to kick in high gear, and Americans are helping it. Matter of fact, Americans are the worst perpetrators of it, because right now we have an issue where people don't want to go to work. A lot of it is because of this Biden administration that has approved a lot of emergency relief funds for COVID, and specifically with unemployment benefits. So a lot of people are realizing, yo, I can make more money getting unemployment and I can't go on to work. Why would I go to work? And there's kind of like this grand movement of everybody feeling like, well, if we all band together and just don't go to work, then they got to pay us whatever we say. And while the short-term play says that makes sense, long-term, y'all are screwing everybody over, including yourselves, because you're not. What they don't understand is low-wage, low-paying jobs are easy to come by. They're easy they're easy to employ people in those things. So as a result, they don't have any leverage. You got a little bit of leverage right now, but you guys can go and look up this robot called Flippy. This is a robot that literally will fry burgers. It will fry French fries for you on your assembly line without the need of any workers. So I think the more that people stop coming to work, the more they're driving this automation train. You're going to start to see Tesla making semi-trucks, and then you're going to see truck drivers getting put out of jobs. Lyft and Uber just came out with a report right after the Hertz report that Hertz bought 100,000 Teslas that sent the stock price up. Lyft and Uber came out with a report about the sexual assaults, and they had a lot of them. I couldn't believe it. Like, dude, you're driving. Like, how do you reach back and like sexually assault somebody? I don't understand it, but it's nuts. What I'm saying is, don't be surprised if you see Lyft and Uber do the same thing. I would not be shocked if both of those companies ended up making huge investments in automated vehicles.
Yeah.
Like the automation engine is coming and nobody can do anything about it. So you got to get on the right side of history. It's no different than the Industrial Revolution. That's what's about to happen. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's nobody to sexually there's nobody to falsely accuse in the car if the car is driving itself. Yeah.
And then another long-term play is that what a lot of people don't understand is that even though their home's still taking unemployment is derived out of Social Security. So by the time it's time for you to get Social Security when 30, 40 years down the line, there'll be no money for you.
There will be
Right.
that's true. That's true, bro. When our generation, that's why I try to tell these young boys, man, you better start stacking up now. There will be no Social Security by the time we get there.
Correct.
Yeah, there will be none. Yeah, they already put it into the books, and here's a reason for it too. A lot of the people within our community are taking out all this unemployment. If there will be Social Security for you in the future, once that unemployment basically reaches back into the history file, you basically have no Social Security because they're going to take it out anyway. So what's the point?
Oh, so you're saying that unemployment actually counts against your future?
Exactly. People
I did not know that.
People forget that unemployment basically hurts your Social Security in the future. So now that you don't have no Social Security in the future, guess what? You're completely screwed. If you if you was going to get $5, now you're getting 25 cents.
It's like it's like them letting you borrow against your 401k, but not letting you put it back.
Exactly.
Let me read out a couple of super chat, brothers. Hold on. Shout out to El Cortez for the £2 super chat. I said ever increasingly, but not a common union. Nah, bro. increasingly, decreasingly, we ain't checking for Indian woman. Sorry, bro. But shout out for the super chat, or Cortez. You need to call in to speak your case, man. Call in, tell me why they love brothers or we love them, whatever. Because I don't believe it and I don't care about it. So let us know, brother. Okay, call in. Shout out to Jay Bones for the $2 super chat. Sorry, IP, my girlfriend cut off the Wi-Fi. Talking Colombia. Shout out to Mr. J Bones, man.
I'm telling you, Ty, these girls think they slick. I seen a Wi-Fi kind of acting funny. I said, nah, she downstairs playing with the Verizon modem. Something going on.
Hey man, why you lying? You got some AOL modem. Why you lying for, man? You ain't got Verizon, you got AOL, man.
Oh man, IP.
Man, shout out to John Rambo for the $1 super chat. Thank you, brother, for supporting. So let me carry on this investing discussion. I think it's an important point. Tesla. The reason why brothers should be big on it is because the robo taxis. So that's what they were saying. Automation, where you can simply call a taxi on your phone. It comes to you. There's no driver. It drives you around automatically. So imagine how much money they're saving. They ain't paying no driver. They're simply just giving you a service. That's money going to them straight from you. They're not splitting the money between the driver and themselves. Second of all, you've got the whole automation driving as well. So cars that drive for itself. You've got the whole batteries, where they've got the best batteries in the business, Tesla, right? Even other companies are asking them to buy their batteries. There are many different things. They're only just getting started. So imagine where Tesla will be in 2030, right?
Correct.
And that comes across that would include various stock splits, share buybacks, all that stuff. Getting on Tesla, you can even simply put in $20 a month in Tesla. It will benefit you. You know, Tesla is the future. If there's one stock you want to invest in or put everything in, it's Tesla and Nvidia. Nvidia as well, great stock, but I didn't have enough money to invest in it, unfortunately. But everything I read about Nvidia, again, they're the future. They're in chips. They give their chips out for Xbox and PlayStation. They're also in driving as well. They're in different things as well. Nvidia, AMD as well. Brother, you start thinking about these kind of things, man. Again, yeah, coin as well. Coinbase, cryptocurrency is the future as well. So you want to be investing in Coinbase. The problem is right now, the stock market is too high, man. It's running on all-time highs. I can't afford to get into it at the moment. It's just too high. So I'm just waiting for a massive dip. Hopefully that'll come in November or December. Then we can start, playing around with it. But brothers, consider that in mind, and we're going forward. So there's a lot of opportunities here for brothers, man.
Hey, and the piggyback off of that, as the automation shmee in the room, I can tell you when the Tesla Model 3 was in the works, I think it first got announced back in like 2015, maybe, when they were talking about like putting it in production, but it still didn't come out 2 years later. One of the biggest selling points of that vehicle, outside of the price and it being like half the price of like the Model X, was that the Model 3 was supposed to start a ride sharing program, an automated one. So imagine you going to work at the office, right? And you put your car in ride share mode and it literally leaves the parking lot and starts and goes and becomes like an automated Lyft or Uber for you, all under Tesla's network though, not Turo, it's like Tesla's own internal ride share network built with only their vehicles. I thought that was like the greatest thing ever. That sounded like the smartest thing ever. So yeah, they're going to keep growing. They're not going anywhere. They're a technology company, not a car company. I feel like there's more value in the batteries than the vehicles.
And when they bring out that the robo truck or the Tesla truck, that's going to be a game changer, man.
Yeah, it's already. You can Google it. Google Tesla semis. You'll see the picture. Like it's in. They're working on it.
It's in production. Like it was coming out in 2022. So imagine from now to 2022 how high their stock will be, and we're simply riding on speculation here.
Right.
Speculation. So imagine when they actually execute the speculation that we're talking about. The truck comes out. It's successful. It's automated. You don't need a driver behind it, and it's a very compact, powerful truck. No gas, run on electricity. Oh, brothers, Tesla. Oh man. Oh, it's going to be a crazy decade. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency and Tesla, it's going to be a crazy decade, man. And hopefully, a lot of brothers get rich off this boom, this tech boom. You know, I want to
Yeah.
see brothers become millionaires.
Hopefully, brothers get find a consistent way of making their money remotely, even especially if it's in the tech field like me, and taking advantage of that foreign earned income tax exclusion. Go save yourself that tax. Listen, you could go and invest the money you're saving in taxes. That alone would put you years ahead of the game in terms of like retirement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think the more brothers get into tech, the better. You know, that tech is the future. You know, technology drives everything nowadays. You can't do anything about tech. The people building it, the people deploying it, the people doing the QA on tech, that's where the money is. So brothers, can we rush into that kind of industry? You know, I'm tired of seeing all just white people and Asians and Indians in Silicon Valley making all this money while locking out brothers. I'm sick of it. You know, brothers need to get in on this money boom. Hopefully that changes in the future, but it's just not fair. It's racist and it's disgusting and it's not fair. Let brothers in, let us make this money, let us thrive. We deserve it. We've worked hard, we've been through a lot. Let's make this money, brothers. You want to say something, Jay Takashi?
Yeah, I do. You brothers have been hitting a lot of good points when it comes to cryptocurrency, that, and also in the sense of when we're talking about like retirement. Yo, Tyshawn, like straight up, that's what my father's been telling me. I thought I told him I want to make sure I save up enough, but also work hard enough to the point where I can segue into retirement early or
Right.
around my 50s. I want to do that. And the reason why, so I make sure I'm all set. Now, if a family comes along, of course, I have to take care of them also. But the thing is, I want to make sure that me and my wife are segueing into retirement once I knock it all out, because that's my primary goal. Like I said, once I've knocked it out, then I'm good.
It's very possible to do that. The amount of money that you have to generate in the States passively in order to like not work is insane compared to the amount of passive income that you could take. I mean, I could see you making like 1,500, $2,000 a month and easily being able to live off of that in like
Okay.
Colombia. You know what I'm saying? Like the currency and the way things are there. I think $1 is like close to 3,800 Colombian pesos or something like that at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just so yeah, that was like that's what really convinced me. Like, yo, I'm not going back to the States. I didn't want to get on the plane. I went out to eat and it was like, hey, a beer is like 8,000 pesos. 8,000 pesos? That sounds pricey. So I started doing the conversion. I'm like, wait, that's like $2. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm out there getting every day. I'm eating like a king. I'm getting these big old plates, and it's like big old fried snapper, coconut rice, plantain, salad, like the works. And I'm paying like 25,000 pesos. You go and do the math. It's like, bro, I spent less than $10 on this. This is like, you know.
Also, the American dollar rose in Brazil for brothers that don't know. Before one American dollar was I believe was 5 Brazilian real. Now it's up to almost 6.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I like. That's why, right? Although we complain about American women, America has a great economy. Like if you make a lot of money there, the dollar will treat you well all around the world. You know,
Right.
so I'm not saying you know completely abandon America. You got to find a way to make your money in dollars and then live abroad, so you have a good exchange rate. And of course, Americans have a very high salary in tech. So if you can find a way around it, living abroad, making your money in dollars, you will literally live like a king. You will live like a king.
Listen,
That's
man.
what I love to do. Trust me.
I'm not gonna make myself a target, but when y'all see me out here, bro, like it ain't gonna be on my IG. My IG is public, so I'm gonna be very careful like how I move on there. But in that Facebook group, oh, I'm gonna turn that flex up, bro. The flex is getting turned up.
Do it. Like I said, if you move about that
man.
way, then you should be all right for the most part. Like I said, in Facebook, nobody really cares. IG, they really care.
Exactly.
Hey, 2 other American companies brothers should look out for is Lucid and Rivian. They're also
yes, sir.
electrified car companies when they go public. If brothers don't know, Rivian is providing batteries to I believe GM and Ford for their electrified vehicles.
Oh, that's big, bro.
GM is moving away from Panasonic because a lot of their cars have been catching on fire. And then on top of that, Amazon ordered over 100,000 vans from Rivian.
Yo, that's big. Like, honestly, Rivian makes the most attractive electric vehicle out of all of them. Rivian is really when I saw it, I was taken aback. Like, this is a really nice looking car. So to see that they're getting, even if the car doesn't sell that well coming out the gate, they already have contracts with other businesses that are going to keep them afloat. So that's solid intel.
Yeah, their vehicle comes out I believe start in December at the top of the year. The first
can you type those two companies in the live stream chat, Chad?
Sure.
Please, thank you, because I can't really spell it for brothers. Much appreciated. So I'm going to end the stream in 10 minutes. Let's carry on. It's over here in the UK. So in that time, brothers, please send through the Cash App, send through the super chats. If you have enjoyed the stream, please support. It's always the same people supporting: J Bones, Jay Takashi, Tyshun, Tony, Theo. Can we get some new faces supporting the channel? You know, because a lot of brothers, we've got over 80 people watching. You can send through a couple of super chats, a couple Cash Apps for your appreciation. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to it, and when you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a post, upload, or live stream from me. And make sure you comment when this video drops on my channel. Please comment. That definitely helps with the algorithm, and like the video. So on that note, let me run through everyone for their last closing statement. Let me go to J Bones. Do you have anything else to say, bro?
IP, before you get started, you would always, one of these days, you're going to have to explain to us why, the English brother gets no support from his English people. It's very wildly, it's a sad thing. I mean, I know some of them are in here. I'm pretty sure, I know some of them are in here. So one of these days, you're going to have to explain to us why none of your English people actually come up in here and actually help you. And when they do show up, they don't really do much patrolling the chat all day. It's a very sad thing. It's a very sad thing. I mean, I know you boys in the UK, you guys are, I've been over there. A lot of those central London boys are real stingy, but the fact about it is that, it's a lot of childish behavior, and the fact that you built a channel for yourself and they're supposed to be helping you, they don't help you. You're going to have to explain that. Very sad. It's a very sad, man. It's a lot of childish behavior and very sad. But
no, there was a brother from that super chatted twice with some $1.
Yeah, I know John Smith. I know John Smith, yeah.
Which is great. But more UK brothers got to be supporting, man. Shout out to my American brothers for holding it down the fort. Much respect to my American brothers. Any disrespect that I hear towards my American brothers, that's an automatic ban. I won't allow that on my channel. That's an automatic ban. So shout out to my American brothers. I appreciate you brothers, man. Honestly, you brothers are amazing. Shout out to you brothers. Carry on, J Bones.
Yeah, man. So shout out to all the brothers, man. Yo, Ty, it's great having you in here with us, man. I'm gonna catch you on that Facebook. I'm gonna catch you in the Facebook group. I saw that picture you posted with those 3 chicks, man. So I know you live in a life. I know you live in a life. Yo, you gotta let me keep my voice down before she disconnect the internet again. But let me let me say you live in a life, bro. I feel you, man. Yo, you guys have fun. Shout out to the brothers in the chat. Shout out to shout out to all my brothers, man. You guys have fun. You guys get ready. This is the real thing. This is the real thing, man. It's I always say, IP, it's the happiness effect. I want to see brothers happy, especially here in the American. I don't know what I don't know how things are going over there in the UK, but here, brothers are making money, but they missing that woman to basically uplift them. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, they missing that. That thing is women. Yep. Women are great motivators. If you find the right one, like the one that I have, an excellent motivator. She pushed me, and I'm the best black male that I can be. So the idea for it is that you have to find a really great girl, and you have to find someone who's willing to stand by you. I just wish you would stop disconnecting the Wi-Fi, but we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk about that later. But Ty, God bless you, brother, man. Thank you for joining us, man. Stay around, bro, because we're gonna need your help. A lot of these boys, they need info, so stay around and do the best that you can for us. And IP, I appreciate you, man. I always appreciate it. God bless you for everything that you're doing. Even though you're all the way over there in the UK, man, you know, the work that you're getting done is really saving a lot of these boys out here. A lot of this work you're doing is, so when you complain about the support, I'm just saying, man, after the show, go into the comment section and just put comments there. It's free. What's the problem with y'all? You know, what's the problem, man? It's just simple things. Send in a super chat, send in a cash app, you know, support the channel, hit the like button, spread the word. That's all we asking. We're not asking for much. And those stingy ass boys over there in the UK, please send your boys something, man. I know you boys got some coffee money or something, some fish and chips money or something. But yeah, IP, man, thanks a lot, brother. And I'll catch you on the flip side.
Thanks for that, Mr. J Bones. Thank you for those powerful last statements, brother. Sending health, wealth, riches, and blessings your way, brother. Thank you, J Bones. Let me go through to J Takashi. Do you have any closing statements, brother?
Yeah, once again, IP, like I said, this stream is really informative. It's classic, and we have an educated brother in here that's in a field that I would like to do, and he's spent knowledge and all his wisdom with us. So it means, like I said, it means a lot when you put all these brothers on. It means a lot to everybody here and people who are trying to listen and further themselves. Like I said, he has pretty much motivated me even further to do what I want to do. So I think to every cat in here, what Jay Bones has just said, guys, if you really want to further yourself, there are so many people on this channel that can help if you allow them to. And it's not hard. Comment, subscribe, and also be sure to bask in IP's greatness, because actually without IP, we'd actually wouldn't be on here having conversations about furthering Black men, especially educated Black brothers, to get where they need to be at. Because first of all, the fact that I'm seeing highly educated Black brothers especially succeeding is actually a good thing. Just putting a smile on my face to actually see that. Not just any other race like what IP was talking about. It's good to see us at the top too. And if you want to be at the top, then you got to work hard for it. I got to do 4 years to get to where this guy is at, probably a little bit more. So listen, that work is going to be worth it for when I get done. And to anybody in here, listen, the whole Indian woman thing, listen, we're not entertaining that nonsense. They're pretty actresses. I'll give you that. The one in Immortal, she was really good. That's the only one I would ever consider, but she ain't checking for us. That's about it. So I'm gonna end it on that note. No, it's only Asian, Latina, Colombian, and Black sisters. Okay, easy enough said. And shout out to my man Tyshawn here. He's a beast. He's a legend. And also, I can't wait to learn more from you, my man.
Appreciate it, man. I'm glad to be here, and I can't wait to tap in with y'all more. I'm definitely planning on sticking around and just sharing. I really enjoy the camaraderie and the networking for sure. So,
thanks for that, J Takashi. Thank you, brother. Chad the Great, do you have any closing statements, brother?
Hey man, great live stream tonight. I didn't get to catch the whole thing because I was sleeping from partying hard last night and working early this morning. But great information. I love that we brothers are discussing relevant information that can help everybody out, and then also that the live streams that are not always about women, but what we can do as a group or as a unit. And then last thing is that brothers, we can use our passports for more than fun. We can use it as a tool to empower ourselves. So a great live stream again. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for that, brother. Much appreciated, bro. Mr. Ty, do you have any closing statements, brother? The floor is yours. Take as long as you want to, bro. You've definitely shared some valuable intel, bro.
Yeah, I definitely just appreciate you having me on. I'm getting into photography, drone photography, and different things of that nature because I really want to document this entire experience. I'm planning on starting a YouTube channel to talk about some of this stuff and just vlog the whole experience. And all of that is because of what I'm about to say to close it out. Is just that this channel inspired me too. When I first got back, it was really hard because I wanted to talk to everybody about my experience. I wanted to tell the world, like, yo, this was life-changing. All of my boys, I was calling everybody, just like I'm sure I haven't got on everybody's nerves by now. So following and finding this community has been a great help to me just by having that camaraderie of like-minded individuals who are kind of like all on the same type of time. That's been great. So it's kept me motivated. When I got back home, it put me in a mental space where I just was constantly motivated, man, to continue putting in the work and doing what I needed to do to make this move happen. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it took, because it's just straight motivation. So once again, I didn't even know the channel had been around for that long, for 5 years. Like I said, I just discovered it recently when I started getting into considering an expat journey seriously. So I'm gonna be quite honest, man. I probably still have, even more knowledge to share. I think that I'll have a whole lot more knowledge to share once I get boots on the ground and actually touch down out there. Because the first thing that I'm going to be doing is looking for opportunities to make money. Let's not get it twisted. I love these Colombianas. I got a thing for them, man. Like my next wife is going to be Colombian. I'm sure of it at this point. So I love those women, but I'm not going there for women. I'm going there to save some tax money first and foremost. And I'm going there to look for opportunities to make money. So really, I'm still on my grind. I'm traveling, but I'm still on my purpose. And I think that as long as you guys don't lose sight of that, like IP mentioned earlier, like the other groups that might be traveling around, looking for a different type of experience. And that's not necessarily like what we do here. But man, just stay motivated. Keep doing, always put your purpose first. Everything else will follow. The women, the success, the money, the lifestyle, it literally all follows the effort and the hard work. So like Buddy, who just got off, mentioned, he's like, it might take me 4 or 5 years to get to where you are. Look, I had those same thoughts, and when I was in that mode, I did not care. It's like heads down, just putting in the work, man. I didn't care about nothing else but succeed. That's all I cared about. So get that passion to you, man, and the sky is the limit.
Thank you for that last statement, Ty. Much appreciated, brother. Shout out to Vlad I 1804 for the £14.55 Cash App. He says, great Colombia live stream. Thank you, bro, for supporting the channel. Much appreciated, brother. Sending wealth, blessings, riches, and health your way, brother. Much appreciated, bro. I want to say a huge thank you to Ty for taking the time out for dropping this valuable intel. Thank you, brother. We'll definitely get you on my channel a lot more. Let me know if you want to discuss different topics. I know you do well with your job and your other side hustles you told me about, so I won't speak on that specifically. But bro, I'm here if you want to expand on that further on my channel. A huge thank you to everyone who cash out today and who super chatted. Once I drop this video on my channel, can everyone please comment? We have over 80 people. I should have at least 60 comments. If over 80 people are watching at 4:15 a.m. UK time. So please comment on this video. Please like the video, and please share the video around. If you're in different Facebook groups, if you're in different groups on Discord or WhatsApp groups or Telegram, please share my videos around. The more you share it, the more the algorithm pushes it out to other brothers who need this intel. Shout out to Mr. Conrad Grant for the $2 chat. Another classic IP, brother. Great stream. Thank you, brother Conrad Grant. Much appreciated, bro. Thank you very much, brother, for supporting the channel. So on that note, brothers, I will see you, brothers, on my next live stream. Once again, Ty, thank you, bro. I'm sending health, riches, wealth, and success, much more life towards you, brother. Keep well, keep healthy, bro, and we'll keep in touch, okay? Brothers, look after yourself, and I will see you on my next live stream.